All right, somebody playing in the background?
No.
Must have been me then. But anyhow, this is Richie Rich. What's going on, people? Thanks for joining the show tonight. Make sure y'all subscribe. Make sure y'all share the live. We got a good show tonight. We had another lady that was supposed to be on the panel, but I guess she scared to get on the panel. You know what I mean? So right now we got brother Los.
I think he's face drawn on his pillow.
What's that noise? What's that noise, man? We got brother Los, brother Zaba, and sister Brown Sugar on the panel. Starting off with Brown Sugar, can you introduce yourself and let the people know a little bit about yourself? Just a little something.
Just a little something. Okay. I'm a retired military member. I've traveled around the world, and now I'm in the Maryland, Virginia, DC area, and I'm just enjoying the fruit of my labor.
Okay, you single? You married? What's the business?
Single.
Okay. What about yourself, Los? Let the people know what's up with you, brother.
Well, man, I'm chilling. I'm in Tampa, Florida, where I reside. I was raised here, 40 years old. I'm in the peak of we're in the peak of the career status. I work in the IT field. I'm also an entrepreneur. I'm a real estate investor, and also I do trading, and I do trading specifically more so now these days in cryptocurrency. So because I believe that's where the wave going. But anyhow, that's neither here nor there. And I have a couple kids, divorced. My kids are 18 and 16. And yeah, man, I travel. I've been to several different countries like Brown Sugar, probably like 5, 6 of them. Colombia, Panama, by far my favorites. That's pretty much it.
All right. And the last person we have on the show is Zaba. Tell everybody about yourself. Some of them know about you, but just
what's up, family? Retired out of Marine Corps as an officer and been a teacher. I got some of the same attributes as Lobo and Brown Sugar up in this mug. And so, yeah, man. And I always find myself in a soul. The only brother usually that's been in a long-term relationship. Most brothers, like we were talking about, don't have that ability.
All right. Shout out to SPK Lifestyle. He says, salute, fam. Stay up. Appreciate that donation, my brother. So, Zaba, man, since you say you've been in a relationship the longest, man, so tell us, you saying brothers don't have that ability, man. What do you mean by that? You don't think they have the God-given ability to be with a woman for a long time?
I'm happy you are a man because you're going to understand this logic. And the logic is...
Go ahead.
And the logic is this. Most, because we as brothers like to get us...
Go ahead.
Because you're going to understand this logic.
Hey, you playing the replay? You got the replay on.
That's not me.
Go ahead, Zaba. I'm just going to pause everybody. Go ahead.
Okay. I think, you're a man, so you're going to understand this logic. As a man, you can say, well, the light is green. If you were a woman, you would go like, well, I don't feel like that. But a man ain't going to do that. A man will just go like, yeah, I accept the light is green. There are a lot of men, and we talked about this a little bit before, a lot of men who want to give you all this advice on relationships. And you'd be like, well, how long have you been in a relationship? How long have you maintained a relationship? And they can't tell you about a long-term relationship over 20 years. They can't. Most men can't. And they give the sisters a difficult time. Oh, you can't hold on to a man. Most men can't hold on to a woman. And that affects not only black people, that's an American phenomenon that's going on in a lot of places, in a lot of countries. So that's very logical, very reasonable to me. Actually, when guys start trying to give me a relationship advice, that's the first thing I'm thinking about. I'm looking at them. I'm like, okay, yeah, you giving me advice on mine and gold, but you ain't got no damn gold. Shut
so
your
so
ass
you really
up.
think somebody
There's a guy on YouTube. He talking about alpha male strategy, and I think to myself, well, he just basically telling dudes to just how many women you can sleep with. That ain't nothing to be bragging about, bro. I'm gonna tell you right now, that ain't nothing to be bragging about. And if a brother thinks that's something to be bragging about, I would just say keep living. When he get about 80 years old, he'll see that's not about nothing. I will submit the floor to someone else now.
Well, let me ask you a little question though. So you saying somebody, if they not successful in a relationship, if they not married, then they can't really give you no advice?
No, I'm not saying that.
But you're just saying in most cases, huh?
I'm saying many men don't have the ability to maintain a long-term relationship. If you repeat me verbatim, then you got me. Then you got me. Then you understand what I just said. Don't change the words. Many men in America don't have the ability to maintain long-term relationships.
Okay.
And I'm glad you're a man, because you can accept those words and be like, well, does that sound, yeah. Think about all your friends, people, uncles, whatever. That's the truth.
All right. Okay. All right. So Los, man, you want to piggyback off of that, or you want to talk about your situation and what you got going on and what type of women you date, et cetera, et cetera?
Well,
that was for Lobo. I'm sorry.
Go ahead. Oh, you was about to say something? All right. So yeah, man, what he said is somewhat true, because he's speaking from perspective from a different generation. So his generation is not what we look at today on, whatever it is that you view on TV, whatever, reading magazine, wherever it is that you get your information. It's not the same as when the generation he grew up. So anybody that's I'd say 50 or above, 55 or above, been in a relationship, married, chances are that they have been in a 20-year plus relationship, marriage, so that would be more likely for that generation. Whereas with generation, I'm on the back end of his generation, but on after me, what they call quote unquote millennial generation, you're not looking at none of that stuff. You ain't gonna find, it's gonna be super hard to find anybody who is labeled as quote unquote millennial to be found in a 15, 20 plus year marriage or relationship. I have a sister, my sister is 47. She graduated high school in 91. She has been married to her husband for 27 years. That is very, very rare. 47 years old, 27 years. So I tell you right there, she got married at 20 years old, 19 years old, actually. So I'm a little behind, 28 years. So that's very, very rare for somebody her age, in her age bracket, to see that. So you have some validity there in the statement, Zaba, but the millennial generation, they don't view relationship and marriage the same way as the generation that you had, that you grew up in and come from. So, that's a two-sided coin. All right. So I fall right in the middle, and that, to go off of Richard, what he was saying about my situation, as far as the what the topic is, a discussion, why black men don't date black women. That's more so why I'm on here, because my situation is a very unique situation, in its totality. Seeing as I'm only 40 years old, I have a plethora of life experiences. My children's mother, actually, all the women that I've been with in my life, as far as a relationship is concerned, have been African American. So I can only speak from that perspective. I've not dated long term outside of my race, period. If I had a couple of friends outside of my race, where they called it a friend benefit thing, but it was never serious. They never seen my mama, just put it like that. So with that, my children's mother, who at 22, I kind of rushed. Well, I was forced to marry. You know what I'm saying? That only lasted 6 months. It should have been an annulment, but there was some behind the scenes stuff going on with that. And her mother, they from Alabama and stuff like that. Without going too far into it, I had to deal with a lot of elements that a lot of men become very, very salty behind. And dealing with, because it's a situation where you have, it's just blatant, disregard for the male because of the dollar. All right. So we'll just put it like that. And, using kids as the sacrifice in the situation. So I had to deal with that for a little while. And then, in this previous, as I mentioned before, being divorced, I was married for 12. I was with my ex-wife for 12 years, and we were married for almost 10. November would have been 10 years. So I could say, me personally, I know how to hold a long-term relationship. I actually prefer to be in a relationship because it's just something different about it. I've done the whoredom where I was doing the whoremongering and stuff like that in my younger days and stuff like that. That's very, very tiring and exhausting. So for me, and I'm only talking from my perspective, I ain't talking for no other man. I'm talking for Carlos. You know what I'm saying? So that's very, very exhausting. So I decided that, I'll just have some friends around, and whoever the one that is more magnetic to me, then that's who I deal with. Meaning, they meet all my criteria, and I can, be a friend with them first, and and then it can excel to something later. Which brings me to my current situation. I have a situation outside of the United States, and I'm gonna pause after this statement. And due to my prior situations with Black women in America, I refuse now to date or marry a Black woman inside of America, simply because of my experiences with those two, and they could have been bad picks. I'm all aware of that. And I take it full responsibility for what I did and what I chose to do during that time. Neither of the two situations in which I feel like were a waste, because I was able to grow and learn in in both of them, actually. However, because of what the things that I had to deal with and the salt that it left in my mouth, and then I look at the climate of today's generation and the women power movement and all of this other stuff that got a whole lot of things out of balance. I just rather take my attention outside of the U.S. because it seems to be me with the couple of situations that I've experienced. There's a total different train of thought, and I would prefer to explore that first, rather than do the same thing again and fail a third time here in America. So I'm sorry for the long spiel, but yeah, I wanted to be thorough in my comment.
Oh, that was a good one, that man. Definitely was a good one. When I see some good questions in the chat, I'm gonna try to read them off, and we're gonna go to Brown Sugar. So one question I want you to answer, if you can, what M4 wants to know. So what it takes for a relationship to work, and what do you think about what these guys just said? If you want to, piggyback off of what they said, if you want to comment on what they said, and let everybody know your dating situation and what you prefer and everything.
Okay. I heard he said something about that most men can't hold a relationships. I believe that it takes commitment. If the man is not committed, whether he's Black, white, green, yellow, Latin, African, Jamaican, if he's not committed to the relationship, it doesn't make a commitment to stick to it. It doesn't matter what nationality he is, where he's from. He's just a man. Man is a man. So I've dated outside my race, and I find out all men are the same. They just lie in different languages. I mean,
Shots fired. Shots fired. So all men, you saying all men, or you just saying some?
Okay, I take that back. The ones that I've dated, they're the same. If they're gonna lie to you, they just speak a different language. That's it. They may lie to you in Spanish because he speaks Spanish, or he may lie to you in his. That's just the way it is. I mean, I don't see if the man is not going to be, if he's not committed, if he doesn't want a relationship, he's not going to be committed to the relationship. The only thing I like in Europe is the fact that they tell you from the beginning, this is what you're in for. They put it up front. You either in or you out. In America, they play games. They lead you on, which is not good. That's what I found out.
All right. So what you rather you prefer to date American men, black men? What's going on with you?
What I prefer to date? An honest man. It doesn't matter what nationality he is. I don't think that's going to make a difference. I think a man is a man wherever he's from. This is it's all his characteristic is him. It has nothing to do with his nationality. It doesn't have to do anything where his upbringing is what makes him a man is what makes him a man. I don't care whether he's from France, he's from Italy, he's from Germany. It doesn't matter.
Right. So you dated here in America? I mean, and like where you live at, you dated here, and what do you think guys need to do in order for women to respect them more and kind of get back in the dating game with the black men? Because a lot of black women not dating brothers now; they dating other races.
But there's a lot of black women that's not dating black men either. So what? I don't see anything wrong with that. If you feel like that's where you're getting the love, the attention from, go for it.
Okay.
I don't have a problem with it. If this is who you want and this is who make you happy, hey, we have one life to live. Whoever make you happy, go for it.
Okay. All right. Fair enough. They want to know where you're from. I don't know if you want to get your personal information out, but we did talk offline. Now you told me that where you live at. You say you don't really.
No, I don't want to publish.
There ain't no good men out there.
No, I don't want to. No, I don't want to publish that.
Yeah, you don't have to do that, but you told me offline that there ain't no good men in the area you in. So
I didn't say there wasn't any good men. I said I haven't dated in this area because I haven't put myself out there. I came from Italy. I retired from the military from Italy, and I came here, and I haven't gone out there to venture and date.
Okay.
So right. I can't bash the men that are here. I haven't experienced them, so I don't know.
So what kind of bad men you been dating lately and in the past? Give us some stories of how these brothers ain't no good. Come on now, give it to us.
Well, like I said, the leading on the lies, be an adult about your attention. If you don't, like he said, if you just want friends with benefits, say it in the front. Don't lead the person on. To me, lying is the worst thing to deal with. I don't like liars. Don't lie to me.
So you think a lot of women gonna go for that? You meet them and say, "Hey, look, I don't want nothing serious. I really just want to, tap that here and there." You think most women gonna go for that?
I don't think they'll go for it. They respect you for it. No. I don't think they'll go for it. It's up to them. I think they'll respect you for putting that out there. They have a choice.
Right. Shout out to Big Marcus, man, for joining, supporting the channel, becoming a member. If you want to become a member, just look at the bottom of the screen and you see where it says join. You can pick which donation you would like to give towards the channel. Appreciate that, Big Marcus. Any one of you brothers can interject right in here, or I got the mic off mute now. I was just wanting everybody to get their first little dips off. So
Yeah, I just wanted to be respectful and not say nothing. You know what I'm saying? But she seems to be brown sugar, a little bit more adult about her game, as opposed to most women and black women in America. They in my experience, I want to make sure that I'm only speaking from my perspective here, because I don't want people to be mixing up my words. But I'd say that brown sugar is going to be on the opposite end of the spectrum when it comes to dating black women in America, more or less, meaning she would be what a black man would look for, because our train of thought is much different. Maybe that's the military mindset. Maybe it's because of life experiences is combined with the military life spec, but you're not going to find most women thinking like that. The ones that I've run into, if you come at them straight up like that, nigga, F you. You know what I'm saying? Who you think you? Why you trying me? All you want to do is fuck, and all this other kind of
immaturity.
stuff. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. But that's what most women are. I'm talking about 35 and below. You know what I'm saying? And they in their 40s too. They there. You know what I'm saying? But they just a little bit more grown about theirs too. You know what I'm saying? Because now in my opinion, they've entered to the dimension that says, you know what, man, at least this nigga being straight up with me. You know what I'm saying? Hey, look, if he might be no good, at least I got my rock off real quick. You know what I'm saying? And if he ain't good, then I ain't messing with this fool no more. So blah, 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 blah. If that's what her intentions are, to let him do that. Other than that, shoot, man, you getting that sassy attitude. You think you nigga who you think you is, and all this other kind of stuff, blah, 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 unless she's a whore. And if that's the case, then you ain't really got to worry about it, because you can just throw a couple of dollars and keep it moving.
Oh, you being quiet over there. What's up, bro?
Yeah, I'm listening, man. I'm soaking it up. Let me say this, man. I agree with Lobo 1,000%. I mean, that's why I love talking to men, right? Because Lobo was logical. You see, he didn't disagree that many men can't have a long-term relationship, 20, 25 years. He just went in another direction, saying it's a generational thing. And I agree, it's a lot of variables. But he didn't be like, nah, that ain't true, because he knew he couldn't, because of the numbers, because as far as many men and women not being able to maintain relationships, I think it is a lot harder now than it might have been 50 years ago, 15 years ago, whatever. So I get it. But you see how logical he was. And with golden brown sugar, I feel you. But let me say this, and this is hugely important, guys. Whatever we talk about our relationships, we're really talking about ourselves. If I told you, well, I got this friend, you see what I'm saying? That already started off wrong, right? I'm really talking about my choices, is what I'm saying. And when you talk about your relationship, you're really talking about your damn self, man. You're really talking about yourself. And so I'll say this, and I'm proud to say this. You would be, anybody who really intimately knows me is going to be surprised for me to say I've had bad relationships. Because especially as a man, bruh, water always seeks its own level. We always want to say that and put that on other people, but we don't look at ourselves. See, our results are going to always tell us what we are. If you're so damn valuable, you can get a valuable person in your life. Ain't no such thing as a valuable person and they can't find a valuable mate. Ain't no such thing. If Obama wouldn't have been with Michelle, he'd have found another good woman because of what he brings to the table. So your history is going to say more about you than you want to admit. And I'm not saying anybody on the panel, I'm just speaking. And then let me say this also. Our relationships are a reflection of ourselves, what we have decided, who we've decided to get involved with, who we decided to stay with. Stop it with trying to put the finger on everybody else. Nah, it's me. My relationships speak more for me. And actually, if I started saying something negative or saying, oh, it was you want to hear the same story like God gave. Like if you want to hear the same story from many individuals, ask them, hey man, hey sis, what happened to your last? It was them, it was her, it was him. That's like God sent a memo and say this to everybody. No, bro. It's our bro or sis. We decided to get in that relationship. We chose that person. We got into that relationship. It's our decision. Let me say this last thing, and I'll be quiet. What the hell? Look, I don't even say the word dating no more because the word is so convoluted. When you be like, I'm dating, you're like, what that mean, man? What does it mean? What does it mean you're dating? I don't use the term, right? I don't use the term racism either. You know, because you say that white people don't know what you're talking about. So, you know, the phrase is extremely common. It's such a gray area using the term dating, right? And it's not really defining a relationship. You don't know what the person is saying when they say I'm dating. And so you got dudes 70 years old talking about they dating. You know, 80 years old talking about I'm dating. What does it mean? So I don't use the term. I don't use the term. It's too convoluted for me. And I will submit to the floor.
Let me break it down for you, brother, real quick. It's easy. You know what I'm saying? It's real easy. Dating, i.e., hooking up, i.e., fucking. Okay? That's what they're saying they doing. Period.
I disagree.
Hey, let me interject. Let me interject this. There's no way to nail that word down because what you're going to try to do is you're going to say, this is my definition, but it's convoluted for other people. If I told you this is a screw that goes into a CPU, you understand what I'm talking about. You understand exactly what I'm talking about. I'm just saying we cannot use terms that other people will, you know, Carter G. Woodson said it like this. He said we have to have the ability to talk to people and convey to them exactly what we're saying. If we can't say what we mean, we can't mean what we say. So it's a convoluted term, my brother, and it's gonna mean something to you, but it's gonna mean something to somebody else. And as long as that term is convoluted, I suggest for you to really, if you told me I was dating, I wouldn't know what you're saying. I got to ask you again. So we got to repeat the question. We got to rephrase it because I don't know what you're talking about.
No,
and so a lot of people wouldn't know what you're talking about. So that's why I don't use it. It might mean something to you, but it's going to mean something totally different to the next person.
Okay, I agree. It means different things to different people.
So let me break down why I said what I said. Again, I think y'all have to remember, I'm in the middle. I'm in the back half of y'all generation, and I'm in the front of the millennials. I'm right in the middle, okay? When these millennials say dating, that's what they mean because they don't view if they say this is my boyfriend or this is my girlfriend, then that's what they really saying that we serious. If they say we're dating, they're just really out there just doing whatever they're doing to have fun. And have fun can be going out to the movies, to the beach. You know what I'm saying? You spend your money on me. Let's go to the strip club and spend money together. Let's go home. Let's, you know, all of that. That's dating in the millennial sense. Now, if an 80-year-old or a 70-year-old or a 60-year-old is out here talking about some dating, that means they got somebody young. They got somebody much younger than them because they're saying the same thing. If they're dating within their own age bracket, they just together. You know what I'm saying? That's how Zaba, that's what we just together. That's my friend. Or whatever.
Even when you explain the definition, it takes about 30 sentences to explain it. What I'm saying to you is, let's say, hey man, I have 1 Bitcoin. I don't gotta say no more because it's very to the point and precise. When you try to explain it, you can't even explain it in 1 sentence. And that's why I'm saying it's convoluted. Even in your own definition, I still got to figure out what you're saying.
No, this is not my definition. This is society's definition. I didn't make it. You know what I'm saying? I'm just going by what's out there.
Let me say it this way.
My personal definition of dating, is I'm with this one person and this is what we're doing. We're going until we get to the phase to where one of us wants to marry each other. And then the man usually is the person who would ask to marry. And then you move from the dating phase.
This is what I'm trying to say. When it's your definition, I still don't understand. What? That's what I'm saying. What I'm saying to you. What I'm saying to you. If I was talking to you, and I would go, hey Lobo, man, I've been with this woman for
Los. Carlos. It's Carlos. Just Los.
Oh, Carlos. What I'm trying to say is, even when you explain to me what dating is, you have to go through a whole paragraph trying to tell me what it is. And so that's what I'm trying to tell you. If I told you what a computer monitor is, ain't no conversation, ain't nobody confused, ain't nothing to talk about. You see what I'm saying?
You must work out.
Yeah, I do. I have. Yeah. But and so I don't like all them convoluted terms, because you may say this is my. You said it yourself. This is my definition. Well, it ain't my damn definition. So we have to speak in we have to speak in a language where the person you're talking to understands it. I think by saying I'm dating, you got to use a lot more words with people. Is all I'm trying to say. If it were me, like for instance, like if I was seeing a woman and I was just like having fun with her, I'm like, oh man, this is somebody I just, I don't take her serious, man. I have fun with her. You understand it? You understand?
So millennials,
if I said I'm dating, if I said I was dating a woman, even in your definition, you don't know what I'm talking about.
Well, let's ask the woman. Let's ask Brown Sugar. What's considered dating now?
Los explained it.
Because women are complicated. They could say, yeah, we dating, and they could be dating more than one person.
No, but exactly. See, it's different meaning for different stage of life.
Exactly. That's all. That's my point. So what I'm trying to get to, it ain't gonna never happen, because he's looking at it from his lens.
Yes.
And not the generational behind him lens.
Right.
Yeah.
But I think
like you described, Saba, when you said that if somebody asks me, oh, I'm just having fun, I'm just kicking it with her, we don't do nothing. The millennials, they're gonna say, oh, they just dating.
Yes.
That's what they're gonna say. That's what it is.
And it may have benefits in it.
We can't use because I work in IT too, brother. That's why I'm following you. We can't use our straight to the point line with this.
I have the ability to tell you what I mean. I have that ability.
I do too.
I would never say, and I know and it's kind of cool. I enjoy it, getting into the context of a word, but I would never say that, because I got to tell them more information. I would just go, look, man, me and this girl I would just explain to them what it is, because I don't know. I really don't know what you mean, because even in your definition, it could be three things.
Yeah, these three things.
I just want to know which one.
Three things. When I said dating, I said dating, i.e., hooking up it's like a synonym, the same as. Yeah. Hooking up, dating, fucking. It's all the same in the millennial generation. It's all the same.
All the same.
So when you say you're dating, let me try to get on. Let me try to understand. So when you say you're dating, it could mean hooking up.
It could mean saying it, yes.
Not him.
Somebody under 35 is saying that, yes.
Yeah, okay.
So if a person under 35 is serious about a person, they would never use the term.
This is my girlfriend. This is my bae. This is my number one. They're gonna put a label on that. You know what I'm saying? They're definitely gonna tell you, and you're gonna know that this is my girl. But if they're saying that this dating, then she might be open for everybody.
Yeah,
that's how women do nowadays, man.
I feel you.
You don't know what they talking about,
I gotta be clear, man. That's all I'm saying. But I feel you. I have to kind of understand.
Okay.
It's not black and white.
It definitely
ain't. Dating to me has become like a catch-all term for everything, from hooking up to being exclusive. There are young people who are exclusive and say, I'm dating John.
Oh, yeah, you know what? That's what they say. That's what they say. What you just said, that's what they say. We're exclusive.
Yes, that's the word.
No, what I'm saying is there are young people who will say, I date John, and they're exclusively dating John. That's what I'm telling you. They will say they dating, and
you're in the country.
It means, again, as long as it means different things for different people, then to me, I just wouldn't use it. But damn, man, back to what we were talking about, bro.
Thank you.
Dating, please, let's get into the if y'all want to, man, the why the brothers don't date American women. Why brothers don't date American women?
All right,
so
let me break this down for you, because I think that's why I got invited on the panel. All right, so my girlfriend now is in Colombia. Okay, I met her June 2019, and basically what I did was I was taking a trip to Colombia for the first time, and prior to me going to Colombia for the first time, I was going on a guy's trip. That's really what it was. And you know, in the marriage that I was in, you know, prior to that, I had never been on any kind of trips without her. You know what I'm saying? Just to chill out and be alone. You know what I'm saying? And you know, she was older than me, 45. You know what I'm saying? She's 5 years older than me. But anyway, you know what I'm saying? She was always trying to be where I was and go where I am at, blah, all this. And I guess because it was more trust issues, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But I never gave her any indication or reason to not trust me. And plus, I'm not the guy to be going and throwing away my money at the strip club, handling this girl, doing that over here with these guys and none of that. So I'm pretty straightforward, shoot forward straight. So when I ran into this opportunity, I just straight told her, and this was the beginning of the end right here when I told her that, hey, look, I'm going out of town with the with the fellas, you know what I'm saying, and blah blah blah. This is what it is, you know. It turned into a big ass blowout because she didn't want me to go. Blah 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 blah. Another black woman thing right here, trying to control the house. How the hell you gonna tell me? Listen, I pay the mortgage. I do this, I do that. I make sure you good. You know what I'm saying? We ain't got no kids, so you know what I'm saying. When you ask me for something, I try to make sure you get it. You know what I mean? It ain't nothing. You know what I'm saying? So when it's come time for me to want to, matter of fact, you'd have been to Canada, you'd have been over here, you'd have been over there. You was all by yourself. I ain't give a damn. I ain't ask you no questions. I wasn't trying to go. You know what I'm saying? None of that shit. But when it come time for me to do it, you know what I'm saying? Oh, it's the biggest fucking problem in the world. So this is just one of the issues that I have with black women. You know what I'm saying? Trying to wear the pants and call the shots in the house. You can't do that shit with no real man. You're gonna get, you know what I'm saying, automatic rejection right there. You know what I'm saying? So that's number one. So anyway, back to my story on how I met my girlfriend now. So she I said to the fellas, because they was on this, man, we going to another country, man, you got to do this, you got to pay that, blah 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 blah, man, this these hoes' life, that's what they do. Well, granted, that's some of their lives, you know what I'm saying? Some of the chicks in these foreign spaces are not all whores, you know what I'm saying? Shit, somebody be marrying them, they ain't having babies for no reason with people, you know what I'm saying? So that myth, yeah, well, while some of them may be doing it for work and that's what they see it as, that's ultimately not what they're trying to end up as. You know what I'm saying? Lifetime whore. You know what I'm saying? So I know that. I knew this about women. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, okay, well, y'all, while y'all around here finna go around here and throw away y'all hard-earned money, I'm finna bet. So I went into a bet with one of my partners, and I was like, look, man, y'all finna go down here. Y'all finna be paying off rip. I'm talking, when I say pay, I mean pay, and you give me service. That's what I mean. For me, I say, look, I'm not doing that, bro, because I'm not coming out no pocket for that. You know what I'm saying? I'm too smooth. I got too much charisma for that. You know what I'm saying? I had a barrier where speaking Spanish was a problem, but hey, everybody, some of them speak English, you know what I'm saying? Or broken English enough to where they can have a conversation with me. So fortunately enough, I was able to find one on this Colombian Cupid website. I had sent out reached out to a bunch of chicks who I thought looked beautiful to me, and about 3 of them hit me back. And 2 of them maintained contact. One was in Cartagena, the other one was in Barranquilla. So from there, I basically, what's up, Andre? I love Crossing Borders. Hey, that's the prototype right there. I love that guy, man. You know what I'm saying? Shoot, he be giving you some real gems. Go subscribe to Love Crossing Borders for sure. Go to this channel. But anyway, so I got on the trip with my with dudes, and I was like, look, man, I met this chick. I started talking to her. Well, actually, she hit me up. She stayed in contact with me because I did this 30 days prior to the trip. So 30 days, I was dang on talking to her every day. She called me out of the blue one day. I was like, well, damn, this chick beautiful. So I was like, da, 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 da. So anyway, fast forwarding it, I meet her. We get to Cartagena. We jump off the plane. We go to the beach. You know what I'm saying? We getting massages. I'm getting my mind right. You know what I mean? Because I know I'm finna win this bet. And on top of that, you know what I'm saying, that I'm finna meet this beautiful girl that I had just met on Colombian Cupid. But anyway, so we get done at the beach. We done eating, massages done. So they go to the Wall City in Cartagena to a spot to where a lot of the mangoes be hanging out at. So that's what they went to do. Man, I went to the hotel. We were staying at the Intercontinental, the Indias. That's what we were staying at. But anyway, so she pulls up in a taxi, man. She hopped out, man. I can still remember it, just like, oh my gosh, it was like a movie, bro. You know what I'm saying? She walked out. She was so beautiful. I was like, oh my God. So we went straight to I'm talking about hugged me for kissing me. And she just first meeting me, but we talked for 30 days on WhatsApp, video calls, everything. You know what I'm saying? She had a little bit of phone sex sometimes just because, you know what I'm saying, she was horny, I was too, blah, blah, blah. But anyway, so we got there, we did that, boom, I win the bet. You know what I'm saying? I sent them a little photo for proof. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no, you know what I'm saying, it was respectful enough to where they know what was going on. But anyway, that was my proof because I had to do that to win the bet. Anyway, from that trip ended 4 days later, and then, man, from that point on, man, we maintained a relationship. She, you know, it was going up and down like the stock market, but because she didn't have the belief that, you know what I'm saying, American men, they lie, all they want is money, money. But see, she didn't understand who she was dealing with. First of all, I didn't pay you no money. You know what I'm saying? See, no, I didn't do that. You know, you came and we serviced each other because we had feelings for each other, or we had grown to like each other. Anyway, should I say? But and from there, but what I did was prior to leaving that trip, you know, I set out her apartment, because in the apartment there was a lot of family, 10 people in there. You know what I'm saying? So I spent like $150. Bought them like a month's worth of food in there for everybody and stuff like that. And that's what caused her to maintain this contact with me, man. But from that day, from the time I left, she has called me king every single day. Good morning, my king. Hey, my king. I love you, my king. My king. Man, look, in 12 years, I have never heard that statement one time from my ex-wife. Not once. Man, I was in Cartagena, you know what I'm saying? Because I got caught out there during the coronavirus or whatever. So I was out there 95 days. This is where I actually forged the opportunity to say, look, man, I'm going to make this a long-term thing. This isn't my exclusive Zaba. She's exclusive to me. So we're dating, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, so she showed me a lot of things during this time. While I was there, I got pedicures that I didn't even have to ask for. You know what I'm saying? Just wake up and do this for me without even asking. Well, opposite of that, in America for 9 years and 10 months, man, I'm tired. I don't feel like it. No, yeah, I gotta work. Or you stand at work all day to make yourself tired so you don't have to come and service me, you know what I'm saying, while we at the house. I thought that was a part of a marriage, you know what I'm saying? That's what keep it going. But you looking for excuses. Well, in my mind, you probably had somebody else on the side, or, you know what I'm saying, you wasn't into me. I don't know why, but you know what I'm saying, that maybe that was the case. Who knows? I don't care, but that's what I was dealing with on this side, where it's the opposite. I don't even have to act because it's freely given. Maybe because I'm new, maybe because I don't know, but I haven't seen where it's died off, because still, even today, I can show you on my phone right now. Good morning, my king. Good morning, my king. It never stops. In June, it had been running 2 years. Not one day has passed. I'll stop right there because I've been talking for a little while. You know what I'm saying? But there's no American woman or anyone in the panel, if you dating or married, how many times have you called your husband king in the last year? And I'm talking about 365 days I've heard it. How many times have your husband or your boyfriend heard that from you if you respect him on that level like that? That's number one right there. Because if you can speak it into existence, then guess what? That brother, he probably gonna start acting like that. You know what I'm saying? Damn, my girl, he's still, man, damn. She treating me like a king. She calling me king. What? Oh my gosh. So, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what your situation is, Brown Sugar. I don't know if you had that Zaba, but I'll pause right there and y'all can come back to me. I'll yield.
Woo. Boy, let me tell you. I gotta let her speak, man, because
so is that all it take?
Gotta let her speak. Let her speak.
Is that all it would take? A text saying good morning, my king? I need to start on that.
No, that's just one example.
Just joking.
She missed it.
I knew that was coming.
Hey, Lo, she missed it.
I'm just joking. I didn't miss it. I just wanted to bug him the way, you know.
No, they say when you joke, there's a little bit of seriousness going on.
No, that's not true.
Hey.
So, in other words, he's saying he date abroad because he gets treated like a king.
September 20.
Right.
So he's saying he date outside his race because he gets treated like a king.
That's somewhat true.
Okay.
Somewhat true, because I remember I prefaced it with, I've had 2 failed long-term relationships with 2 African American women in America with the African American mindset. Women power, women liberation, and all that other extra SBS that they forgot that you're the woman in the marriage. And you should.
But you know, the same go for women overseas. We get treated better too, outside with different races.
Well, could you please give us examples of what you have done with men so we can know what you're saying, like Lo did? Go ahead and elaborate. Please be detailed.
Yes.
They call you queen?
Well, no. They call me chocolate, because they love chocolate.
All right, we get it, but you got to tell us a personal experience. Like, what has happened when a guy treated you well? I'm so eager to hear what you're talking about, how these guys treat you so well. I'm just excited. I'm listening.
No, they treat me with respect. It's all respect from the beginning.
But you're not being you're being general. Be specific. Tell us about a boyfriend you have, a guy you got in your life, a guy who secured you. You know, I'm waiting for that.
I'm not like Lowe's. I don't date them that long, you know, because I always had in the back of my mind, you're just looking for.
I thought it was that kind of dating. That's I was asking you to be specific.
You said you like Los?
No, I said I'm not like him. He said he has a relationship with them. Me, I just go out for a free meal and get to know them.
Oh,
you don't pass the panties?
No.
Okay.
No.
So you just go out for the free meal.
There's nothing wrong with that. That's dating.
Oh man, that's bad.
No, it's not. Why is it bad?
If you're really not feeling somebody's vibe, why would you go out for a free meal on their dime? I mean,
well, they want my attention.
So they're paying for your time. I got you.
Yes, I mean, I don't see anything wrong with that.
That is a perfect example of what the fuck is dating. You know, like I gotta ask all these specific questions. That's why I don't use the term. But yeah, I get it. I feel you.
So you think I should turn down a free meal? Somebody that want to talk to me, get to know me, and I don't see anything wrong.
But their intents are different, and your intents is getting a free meal. Maybe you should be up front, just like you said. The men should be up front. You should be like, "Hey, I just want a free meal, and you can get to meet me."
No, that keep them coming if you tell them that.
Well, that's what the guys are saying. They ain't gonna be up front with y'all if they just want some, some ad.
You tell a man that I'm not interested. The men are pursuers. They're known to be pursuer. They're gonna pursue and pursue and pursue. So I'm gonna keep eating and eating and eating for free.
Yeah,
that's the problem though.
To somebody that they want. But if let's just say based off of what you're saying, if I see, and I'm a foreigner, and I see that you doing it with my mind frame right now, oh, this chick just trying to get me some free food. Oh, you only gonna get 1, maybe 2 of those, and that's the end of that.
Right. So what if a guy take you out 5 times? Do he deserve some?
What was the question?
Huh?
What was the question?
If he take you out 5 times, do he deserve some at that point?
Well, then we jump from dating to a relationship.
That picture that I put the picture there because somebody in the chat wanted to know if my girl was black or white. I only date African American. That means if she's in Colombia, she's gonna be
Afro-American, South
she's
America.
gonna have African roots, should I say? I'll put it like that. You know what I mean? So but this is my preference. Again, I'm speaking from Carlos's preference. I don't knock nobody who like anybody else's races because that's what you like. Your situation does not affect me whatsoever. That's my disclaimer. But I like chocolate, baby. That's what I like. I like ass, legs, and hair. And then now I like getting treated and called a king every single day, something that has never happened to me in my life, never. Oh, and I'm talking about treated like one. Sometimes in 12 years, treated. Sometimes. But
we gotta
hey,
get back to brown sugar though. With this getting
okay, I'm
this free
sorry.
meal stuff. That's
Oh,
like a man's pet peeve when he know he getting played for some free food, man.
Why y'all gotten played before for free meal before?
Then,
No, I haven't.
but see, when women do that, then guys won't take you serious, and
You
women
didn't know you
complain.
were
Hold on. Women complain all the time. Guys, when they start dating them, they ask the women to come straight to the crib. And that's why they actually come straight to the crib, because a lot of women want free meals. And they like, yo, I want free pussy. We adults, we can't talk, right?
Yes, we can.
All right, well, I ain't mean to get too vulgar, but hey, I had to express myself.
Yes, very vulgar.
But don't you think that's like misleading the guys, like
I'm
making
not
them not want
misleading
to date?
anyone. Hold up, listen. I've said I'm not interested. You said no. Let me still take you out to eat.
Oh, see, now you're adding that in. You didn't say that before.
Or
Did she say that before? I didn't hear that before. If you tell a guy you're not interested, but I still go out with you, then that's on him.
Their mentality. I don't know about their mentality is that they're gonna change your mind after they take you out, and it's not true.
That's true. Some guys do that.
They think you're gonna change. You're gonna the way because they took you out to this nice restaurant. You might be like, oh, he's a nice guy. No, I'm not interested. I would eat. I like the restaurant, but I'm not interested in you.
All right. So let me ask you this: Why do you think a lot of brothers date like foreign or Latin chicks? And do you think that Afro American women try to make themselves look more like a foreign woman or a white woman?
What do you mean by that? I mean, what's looking like a white woman? What's looking like? What is that?
Well, you know, a lot of women, they wear blonde hair. You know, they get the nose jobs nowadays. They get they try to lighten their skin. I mean,
but that's a self-esteem issue. It's not they're making themselves looking like somebody else. They just have internal self-esteem issues.
So you think a black woman wearing straight hair, like a European type woman or a Latin woman, you don't think that's her trying to like emulate a Latin woman? You don't think so?
No, I think for me, I had relaxers in my hair, and I decided to go natural 10 years ago and let my hair grow and be curly. But I believe if that's your choice, if that's what you like, that's what you like. I don't want to think that they're trying to be someone else.
You don't think so? I
don't want to think that they are.
Well, look at Tiny from the T.I.'s wife. Now, she got blue eyes, blonde hair, a butt job, boob job, and probably extension on the eyelashes, fake nails. I mean, I'm not saying that's you, but you don't think brothers get tired of seeing that type of situation?
No, they like it.
What?
Hold on before you reply. No, shout out to Rob100 for the donation. He said, traveling to date foreign women fulfills a fantasy, nothing more, nothing less. These women turn into the worst nightmare once they get to the States.
Yes, I've seen that.
That happens.
With the soldiers marrying outside the race, that happens. But I don't mean it's going to happen to everyone.
Exactly, because this definitely ain't going to happen to me. You know what I'm saying? Because first of all, we ain't coming to have no base in no United States. If we get that far, it's not going to happen like that. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be 2 spots. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, you'll get to fulfill your dream by living in the States a little bit, but it ain't going to be no long term because you're not going to have an opportunity to, you know what I'm saying, do what other men probably have experienced.
Right. So go ahead, man. You wanted to elaborate on that, Zaba? I hope they didn't take you.
Well, no, I really enjoyed what Lo was talking about. And he spoke a lot, and it's a lot to be said. I understand a lot of what he was saying. You know, think about it. You know, I've been living overseas for 8 years. And so I identify with what he's saying, but it's layered. It's super layered. One thing I would like, but you made me laugh when she made me laugh when she was like, "Men like that."
They do.
You know what? Maybe you know, I really don't think in general, and I'm speaking in generalities, that you know, African American men like weave, like too much makeup. I think you know, it's like we'll, you know, I think there's a lot of brothers saying natural is better. You know, not you know, even you know, and women aren't hearing that. They're hearing what they want to hear. You know, I don't think I've ever ran into a brother that was like, man, that weave was on point. I love that weave, bro. I mean, it just it's kind of sick. But let me say this though, brother, and I say this also, man. I say this also, brother Lowe and Queen, but and Rich. You know, I swear, when you start talking about the sisters, I always think about the brothers too. A lot of brothers who are traveling don't, you know, they ain't got their stuff together. A lot of them aren't gentlemen. A lot of them aren't trying to invest, but they want the women to invest. So I just see everything so layered. I don't think everything is that simplistic. You know, there are some good.
What age frame are you referring to?
Like I said, you want to know if a guy is good. You want to know if a girl is good. Look at their relationships. Most of the guys, and I said this, and I know people not gonna like me to say it. Most of the guys who are traveling, they have to pay in order to have, you know, relationships with people. And I know some stupid guy out there is gonna say, "Well, you're gonna pay anyway." Shut your stupid ass up. That ain't true. You can go right here in America, and if a girl has got her head on her shoulder, like just go have some coffee. She's a doctor, a lawyer. She gonna be like, "Bet, let's go." If she got her head on her shoulders, stop it with that. You know, guys are trying to layer this thing, you know, with these prostitutes, like they ain't prostitutes. Stop it. It's a difference.
Well, while I agree with you,
you know, I gotta stop. I don't think.
Hold on. Let me pay the bills. Shout out to Checking the Fake Unfiltered, man. Checking the Fake in the building. Salute to everyone on the panel. Make sure y'all check his channel out.
Yeah.
He got a lot of videos over there that's blowing up. So make sure y'all check them out. Make sure y'all check out my boy Dre Hard. I gotta give my boy Dre Hard a plug. And shout out to Andre Love Crossing Border. Again.
Yeah, what's up, Andre?
But let me continue here. But even when the brothers and his brothers didn't know me, and they'll tell you the first thing come out of Zaba's mouth is, "Look here, bro, I ain't out there like that. Let's go to the park, play some chess." And then let me say this, Rich, and this is the thing that really upsets me. You know, I look at these Japanese men that come here and they build. They got a house, they got an apartment, they done built a. These brothers over here ain't talking about trying to come over here and buy no house, and they over here dealing with these women for 20 years. They ain't got nothing. Yeah. They ain't got nothing. And I'm telling you now, anybody who knows me personally will go, "Yeah, Zaba be doing things." You know what I'm saying? Zaba to be buying land. Zaba be, you know. If you ain't talking about building, fuck you and your family. Don't even talk to me no more.
God, that was kind of harsh, brother. Damn.
Yeah, that's got to be harsh. Because I don't want them broke dudes around me that ain't trying to build. If you ain't trying to build, if you ain't trying to do nothing but come over and have fun, go have your fun. But I'm not the dude to be hanging up under.
So you saying that people trying to hang around you, trying to soak up your knowledge, and they ain't on what you want?
No. They trying to run behind them prostitutes.
Oh God, there we go with the.
And I don't do that.
Zaba, okay. So is this a fair statement to make? Guys run behind women here in America and don't even
hang around them niggas either.
I'm just saying though.
All I'm saying, and I mean to sound harsh. All I'm saying, Rich, is I am too old to not be thinking about investments. I am too old to not be trying to have houses. I am too old to be around a dude that's 50 years old, 40, 35 years old, and he don't have nothing. And all he want to do is party. I don't hang around them kind of people.
Well,
so
I
I'm
agree.
saying it needed to be said. It needed to be said. And I'm glad I said it as hard as I did.
Well, yeah, because it's going to be received hard for those people who falls within that realm. I gotta tell you,
and low, fuck them.
Well, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say all that because I got buddies who do that shit. You know what I mean? For me, you know what I'm saying? Because I ain't finna knock the next brother. I ain't finna knock the next brother for taking his check.
I ain't nobody knocking. I'm just saying I ain't around them T people. That's all. I ain't knocking them.
I don't hang around them like that, but I do have people that I was friends with prior to doing things.
I got mongering friends too. I'm just saying I don't hang out with them like that.
Okay, well I understand that. I get it. Yeah, I don't.
How can I live here? How can I live here and not have mongering friends?
Yeah, I mean, you know, but hanging around them, I get you. You know what I'm saying? Because that's not your space. I'm with that too. You know what I'm saying? I can mess with them at the bar. We drink.
Nigga that been coming here. Nigga that been coming here 15 years and ain't got nothing. Nah, who you around says more about you.
Well, yeah, because what I agree with the statement that you made with is that you've been whoremongering for 15 years. Well, while in this 15-year whoremongering stage, you could have the same money that you was spending on the mango or whoever, you know what I'm saying? You could have been putting 20%, 30%, 40% into a property down there that you can own and possibly create generational wealth for your family while you still around here partying.
We need to stop this facade. We as Black people, man, we have our sicknesses. And one of our sicknesses is not building. And I know this is hard. And I know people may not swallow the pill. But what I'm saying, brother, is that, you know, you got brothers, man, who come here, they'll spend money on other, I always say this, they'll spend money on these other girls' kids, but don't spend money on their kids. How you gonna go back to a goddamn apartment and you done come over here and you done spent $4,000? Come on, bro. Come on, man. You know, I know I'm gonna get a lot of people that ain't gonna like what, but fuck you and fuck them. Not you, not them. But I'm just saying, if they don't like what I'm saying, fuck them. They'll stay far away from my ass. I don't want to be around I'd rather be around a Japanese nigga peddling a goddamn hot dog stand than to be around a nigga just spending all his money on hoes. Fuck.
Oh my God.
Hey, hold on a second. Hold on, y'all. Shout out to Mojo. Hold on, before I read this super chat, I want to say, Azaba, I feel what you're saying. I agree with you, and I'm not gonna dance around that because it's the truth. It is the truth. It's the hardcore truth. And sometimes people don't like that. They don't want to hear that. Damn, he jumped off. But anyhow, I'm gonna read this super chat, and can you respond to that, please, Brown Sugar? Like I said, I hope nothing offends you. You know, we still want to put the respect down. What's the difference between a wife and a prostitute? You pay the prostitute to leave and a wife to stay.
You want me to answer that?
Yeah, I mean, just what's your thoughts on that?
I think that's disrespectful the way he put this.
Okay. Well, you don't have to respond to it.
Who is he?
That's Mojo.
I'm
sorry.
sorry.
Oh my goodness.
Hey, shout out to Brian Bourne, man. Greetings from Japan, fellas. Respect to the panel and chat. Well, he was basically saying, like, you know, some guys, they just feel like they never want to get married. You know, guys, I'm gonna tell you how a lot of guys think. Like, they just think like, you know, whenever you with a woman, either you dating her or you married to her, they always feel like you paying her. You know, they had that mentality. They're like,
okay,
paying regardless. So
but what does he want from his wife? Does he want the whore to be a lady in the street?
I don't know. I think he's just trying to say you're going to pay either way.
I've been a wife. I was married for 13 years, and I was a lady in the street. So I don't know what he's talking about.
Look, man, it's better to pay your wife than to pay a hoe in the street. Because if you got a wife, you probably got kids. So guess what? That help your kids. You know what I'm saying? If you got a hoe in the street, you just paying for her kids.
The way I understand this is that he has different investment. A whore, he's investing in pussy, and his wife, he's investing in the financial future of the family.
That's how I see it.
That's
but you got a hard French accent. You got a hard French. Yeah, I hear it. It's Haitian, really.
Bahamian.
Or French or something. But you ain't got no accent that's in the States. Period. Point blank. What France country you from, or what French do you speak?
I don't speak any French.
Where your accent from?
Bahamas.
I see. Damn, I thought it was French.
No. Wow. I wish it were.
Yeah. But no, I mean, I know people would like for me to say it easier, but I think the older I get, the more I'm just tired of just like, man, you ain't built nothing, man, all these years, man. And I'm sitting here grinding, trying to build stuff, trying to do stuff, and I have stuff to show, and I just bought a bunch of land recently, and I'm like, them dudes, and I'm sitting around with them drinking or just sitting around with them, they not talking about doing nothing, bro. Mongera is a lot of those guys, man, are the worst people to be around when it comes to if you want to build. If you want to build. A lot of them guys ain't doing nothing. And look at it this way, man. If you're gonna have a lady, why shouldn't you be trying to do something? You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm tired of dealing with broke brothers. Broke dudes ain't doing nothing. I'm tired of it, man. And I don't be around them. You can tell. As a matter of fact, they say from your energy, you will attract certain people and you repel certain people. Tonight, I'm repelling y'all broke ass niggas. Stay the fuck away from my ass.
Can we check the topic?
Really. And you know what? It's sick that, we're just trying to be so fucking nice and so just be your goddamn self. And guess what? If people love you, they will accept you for who the fuck you are. Stop trying to kiss ass to make friends. Fuck that. My friends that are in my corner are my real fucking friends. They don't try to change me. They accept me for who I am. The motherfuckers who fake, they motherfuckers try to change your ass. Your best friends are the people who accept you for who you are. And you broke motherfuckers, well, all y'all want to do is run behind these prostitutes. Niggas, stay the fuck away from me.
Hey, so one of the handles in here, Let's Learn Spanish. I think that's I want to say domain, I think. Let's stay on topic. So my question was for Zaba and Brown Sugar, actually. You know what I'm saying? Because I would like to know why is it that you don't date black women, Zaba, and why don't you date black men, Brown Sugar?
Hey, hold on, before y'all do that, let me pay these bills. Shout out to Big Marcus. He said, but everybody loves new cats. And shout out to K-Mac with the Cash App donation. And also shout out to the brother HD Chillin', man. K-Mac, HD Chillin', always supporting day one. Appreciate y'all, man.
Much Go ahead, Brown. You first.
I never said I didn't date black men. I just said I haven't met my king.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I apologize.
But bruh, what you were saying, man, I swear, man, I'd love to. What you were saying, I was identifying with a lot of things. What you were saying, your lady gets up, calls you king. I mean, all of that information, bro. That's a whole show right there.
Okay.
But also, man, damn, I forgot your question. Your question was why you don't date black women.
Why don't you date black women? See, because I only gave 1 point. I got plenty. You know what I'm saying? But I only gave one.
I don't use the term date, but I will respond to your question in a way you understand. Like, okay. There's no way I would ever say to myself, I would never date. Well, I would never get in a serious relationship with a black woman. I mean, there are black people everywhere. Now, if you said, why wouldn't you get involved with an American woman when you were talking about the whole culture and just how difficult it is for people to connect? I mean, I was like with you on board 1,000,000%. I mean, it's the culture. I mean, let me say this, man, in reference to what you were saying. And what you were saying, excuse me. What you were saying is basically you ran into somebody. You can correct me if I'm wrong, but I think you probably will agree. You ran into somebody that treats you great. So what it has done for you, it has made. I hope it has done this for you to treat her great. You know what I'm saying? Her behavior towards you was like, wow, and you was like, yo, man, I gotta treat her nice. And let me say this also. We're in a, I think socioeconomics does have a lot to do with it, but the feminism that goes on in America, man, is just, I can't see how a man isn't turned off by so much feminism and so much, look, man, a lot of and I would not say it amazes me that people be saying black and black, all these, relationships. You look at the divorce rate in America, you look at the divorce rate, it's white people's always been close. You know what I'm saying? And I've said this before. I mean, if you and people don't believe socioeconomics has a lot to do with it, but I would submit to a person this: if they look at anthropology and they look at a pastoral society, you'll see it no matter where it is in Europe, it doesn't matter. People tend to stay together more. You look in agricultural society, you see a little bit more divorces. You look in like an industrial society, you see more divorces. You look at a micro society like we have in the States, like we have in the Dominican Republic. I mean, you see even more fathers are not attached to their families. So I think it's bigger. It's bigger than just social. I think some of it's economic also. However low, man, the respect, just the respect. You see, in America, I think we're in a unique situation because you can, when you look at the institution, and I never say my people are slaves. I say my people was enslaved. So you look at the enslaved people in America, man, women were given all the power. I mean, we all have sisters in our family. You know what I'm saying? Many of them sisters, man, the most loudest, the most rudest, the most kind of controlling. And so a lot of it is our culture. And so I'd have a difficult time dealing with the culture of any woman, whether she be white, black, green, or whatever in America, because of that culture. I think many brothers who if I had to do a doctoral dissertation, I always said I would do it on, like foreign men who are in Thailand, who are in the Dominican Republic, who are in Colombia, and they take these women back. Because in my mind, I haven't done any study, but in my mind, bro, if anybody have ever done a study, I think the divorce rate is even higher because these women will come back, and these women will, because of the culture influence and the laws and it's a whole bunch of variables that disempower black men. Growing up, we see very few black men empowered. And I'm going back to the institution of slavery. A woman can say things to people that a man cannot do. And then they got all these laws that are, feminist. So it would be, all I'm saying in a capsule is it would be difficult for me to deal with a woman with an American mindset. That's how I would prefer to say it versus black, because I ain't gonna deal with them white folks. Look, man, if you ran into a Colombian woman that has spent 15 years in America, 20 years in America, I think her mindset is going to be different than if she had never lived in America. Because once they start listening to them other Colombians, once they start listening to the laws, once they start looking at TV, etc., trouble ahead, my brother, trouble ahead.
Man, I'm just messing with you real quick, man. You said, if you're gonna do a dissertation, you would do it on. You ain't just give us no dissertation right now.
Well, it's kind of, but you got to do studies. You know what I'm saying? You got to do studies. I would be willing to submit, and this is just off the top of my head, the divorce rate between Colombians, Dominicans, Filipinos, Thailand, where women are not empowered. Women don't have a lot of money. And when they come to the States, I would be willing to submit that those divorce rates are going to be higher than if you married a normal white woman or normal, a traditional white woman or a traditional black woman in America. And I may be wrong, but I'd be willing to, bet full dead women in the back of a Cadillac that's right. I think the divorce rates are higher. I would never bring a woman back to the States.
McDonald just made a good point when he said most American black women are not raised to respect the black man. I would have to agree with that statement simply because I've experienced that. You know what I mean? And when I say, well, all right, let me preface. I know when I was in my marriage, I tried to lead by example, and I also tried to lead in a spiritual sense, right? So, and according to what I believe in, you have the creator, you have the man, then you have the woman, and then everybody else. You know what I'm saying? That falls under that tree. So that's how the general makeup is, and I'm sure, most of the guys here on this panel, everybody on this panel and everybody in the chat probably see that same structure the same way. So, the reason why I agree with this statement that he just made is because somewhere along the line, during the women's liberation movement, whenever that came around in America, then you have what this lady is, Ruth Bader Greene, whatever her name is, you know what I'm saying? The justice, she was one of them women that fought for women's rights in America. Whoa, good job, kudos, everything. I'm happy for you. You was able to get, equal rights in the arenas that you were supposed to get in. However, you know what I'm saying? She started the groundwork or the foundation, in my opinion, for this Me Too. For the women think that they is equal as a man and all of this other kind of stuff. Well, my question to you, women, okay, and I'm not trying to be disrespectful, okay. So if you were equal to a man, then let's just try something a little simple here. Let's go to the gym, me and you, and I'm gonna put 225 pounds on this bar, okay. And if you don't do this every day, you regular just like me. You know what I'm saying? That we don't work exercise, we just going in the gym to push up 225 pounds off our chest. Why is it that I'm capable of doing this more so than you are? Why? Because our genetic makeup, we were not made the same. So in that little small example, going back to my the family structure from the spiritual guideline that I use, the woman is naturally under the man. So there's a submission situation that you have to abide by. That's not to say that a woman is less than a man when helping, because the woman was actually made to be a helper, all right, to the man, and likewise for the man to help the woman. But if it comes to a final decision, if the man make the decision and came from his brain and he didn't use none of the woman's thought process or help or assistance in making that decision, the woman should not get an attitude and get upset and have a week and say, I'm not fucking you because you didn't do what I asked you to do. You know what I'm saying? Off of something simple like that. You know what I'm saying? No, he made a decision. He went with his first. If it didn't work, then I'm sure if he loves you and he's in a good situation or y'all in a good marriage, he's going to double back around as the king and say, you know what, baby, you were right. We should have did it this way, blah, 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 blah. These are some of the things that I've learned. Now, the example. Nigga, you ain't listening to me. I don't give it. Fuck that. I run this. I wear the pants in my house. And all that shit. Nah, dog. You can't do that shit with Los. You know what I'm saying? All that extra shit talking about some no, you gonna do what I say. You can't go with this and all that other shit and all that. And then the black women, especially, because I got a mama that would do that if my sister had not been stillborn. I have a stillborn sister, didn't make it. I got an older sister, you know what I'm saying? That's 47. But anyway, I know for a fact that my mom would have been telling people or telling my sister, you don't listen to no nigga and all that, because she do it with my own daddy. Still to this day, I be looking at it, I'm like, mama, how you gonna try to tell me how to be in a marriage? And look how you do your own husband. You know what I'm saying? Look how you talk to him and look how you treat him. He asks you how you doing. Why are you asking me how I'm doing? I thought a woman want to be asked how they were doing. You know what I'm saying? Well, mama, how in the world can you talk to me about this situation when you're not even showing me a good example? You know what I'm saying? This is because the situation is systemic from all around. With me,
Lobo, boy, you speaking volumes right now.
I got a sister I got a daughter, you know what I'm saying? And I got two ex-wives, you know what I'm saying? I got countless of aunties, and all of them do the same shit, you know what I'm saying? Oh, I don't
Look,
need
Lobo, let me interject, man. Most of these niggas, I'm just raw tonight, man.
Hey, let me pay
Rich,
the
I was
bills
like,
real
man,
quick. Hold on. Just hold the thought. Shout out to Bellagino, man. He said the monger is gonna be looking for you. Shout out to
fuck the niggas,
504.
man. Come at
He
me.
said,
Come on the channel and let's debate then, goddammit.
well,
Mongering ass,
we'll have
broke ass,
another debate for
mongering ass,
mongers.
broke ass niggas.
Monger. We'll have
But
another debate later. Support
but
for
let
the
me
channel. Shout out to 504. And let me give a shout out to CJ Foy for the Cash App donation. Shout out to some guy named Matt, aka Gator, for the Cash App donation. Also, let me see who else was in there. Shout out to 504 again. Support for the Danny Glover Alzheimer's Fund.
but but let me say this. Logo, man. I identify with a lot of things you're saying, man. Pretty much almost everything you're saying, man, I identify with. These niggas be walking around like they mama ain't never sucked dick in their life, in her life. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, your mama sucked dick. Matter of fact, Lobo, look, if your mama, most of these dudes' mama couldn't keep goddamn man. Most of your niggas' mamas out there they couldn't hold on to no man. And she got your dumb ass believing it's all him.
Oh, nah, my mama still,
look,
married to my daddy. She been married to my daddy for 41 years. That's why I'm making
but I ain't saying you, but I hear you. Because Lobo, I'm gonna tell you why I said that. Because my daddy died at home. I was raised by my biological father. Okay. And so I identify exactly. That's why I was like, man, I'm identifying with a lot of what you're saying, man. And but by you seeing your mother and your father together, you're not only seeing your mother's faults, you see your father's faults. You saw your mama as a human being. And that's what I was saying, Lobo. A lot of these niggas act like their mama ain't never sucked dick in her life. You know, they think their mama's a fucking god, you know, and so they don't see the fault in their mama. But y'all brothers out there, listen, I'm gonna tell you the fault with your mama, and you be like, nah, nigga, you don't know my daddy. My daddy was a fucking asshole. Well, that bitch chose him, nigga. Your mama chose that nigga. Fuck that shit. Your mama chose that nigga. Not only did your mama chose him, that bitch had about 3-4 kids from that nigga. Man, fuck you, man. Your mama was just we don't see our mama as human beings, is what I'm getting at. I'm being sarcastic, but and I'm being vulgar a little bit, but we don't see our mothers as human beings a lot of times. But because you were raised with your mother and your father, you see your mother as a human being. You see your father as a human being, but most men do not. Most men do not. But I saw somebody say the Munger's gonna come after me. Man, the Mungers don't talk to me. You know what they say? Because of my energy, they be like, nah, I don't deal with that nigga Zah, but fuck that nigga. And like I say, those are the dudes that I'm trying to deflect. I don't want no man around me, and that's all he do in his life. I don't want him. I don't want him. And now I can tell you this. I have a lot of friends here who have brought properties and land like I have. I can tell you that because those are the people I attract. Plain and simple. And I'd rather attract that kind of man than a man. Man, do you realize, man, I got brothers. I know brothers that come to this country, bruh. They old as hell. And they don't have no sense of family. Man, look, man, when we on our deathbed and we 90 years old, being with all of them, man, you don't think about 20 years ago. You don't remember that experience or who you was with having sex. And that ain't important. Somebody put in and it was like new is good. You know, like being with a new woman is when you get about 80, that's not gonna be important. When you get about 90 on your deathbed, the only thing that's gonna matter is the relationships that you have built, not the number of women you have slept with. Trust me now, I'm talking like about a 90-year-old man right now.
Hey,
you know what I'm saying? And when you intelligent, you take that vision, because a 90-year-old man ain't gonna be sitting around telling you, yeah, man, you sleep with a lot of women, go spend your money. Man, do you realize how much money we bring brothers spending but ain't building? See, that's my pet peeve right there. I mean, do you realize you will never see a group of Chinese brothers, young?
We're gonna say that for another show, though.
All right.
Yeah,
I love your point. I love your energy too.
If somebody, what I'm saying though, I'm gonna say, and I'm gonna end it. Somebody needs to talk about
it. Right, we'll do it. I promise you, we'll do a show on
a whole nother show.
brothers investing, and we'll do a show on the Mongers versus Azaba. And shout out to Brother Gino. One of the Mongers hurt Azaba pretty bad. Shout out to him. Shout out to Tampa Twan, man. Y'all, both of y'all brothers always support it. I appreciate the entertainment tonight.
There's an old saying. If you throw a rock in a pack of dogs, the one that holler, that's the one you hit. So that monger who wants to come on here and debate, bring your sorry ass on here.
I'm gonna let me tell
your ass up. Because guess what? I'm gonna go back to the old Azaba on you niggas. I'm gonna go back to the old Azaba. I wasn't setting no fire to niggas. I was like, I'm not gonna do that no more. It don't work. But you know what? It might work. Them niggas who hollering, bring your sorry ass on. Don't talk behind my back, punk ass motherfucker. Bring your ass on here and let's debate. I ain't into no rah-rah stuff.
We're gonna do that for rah-rah stuff,
nigga. But bring your ass on here. Let's debate. Why you? And then you know what? The first thing I'm gonna ask, nigga, what have you bought? What have you? Are you taking care of your own goddamn kids? These niggas got kids, man. These niggas ain't paying for their own kids. Anyway, I'm gonna end it right now.
Let's let Brown Sugar say a little something. Brown Sugar, you think what do you think that separated the black family, the husband and the wife? What do you think are some factors that separated us? Do you think the moms ran some of the dads off with like child support and all this and getting divorced and cashing out? And I mean, what do you think? You think the welfare had something to do with it, or the system, the man, or the mongers, or what do you think?
I think it's both parties' fault, because he said Carlos said, biblical term, we're supposed to be submissive, but he forgot the part that he's supposed to be a provider.
I never gonna be. Right. I didn't forget that part because you missed my
you hit that on the head. You hit that on the head right now.
No, because nobody wasn't listening to me. We can be able to rewind this back. That's the good thing about this. I said, if I'm providing, I'm paying the mortgage, I'm doing this, and I'm doing that, then you need to service me when I want it. I said that.
It's you. Not every man is doing that.
Okay. I just wanted to correct that. That's it.
Okay, thank you. I apologize.
It's okay.
But if they're not being a provider, how could the woman be submissive?
That's true.
So what do you think the problem? Where do you think everything went wrong in the black community as far as?
Well, the women had to go out there and defend themselves, provide for the family, and they lost respect for our men.
Hold on, wait a minute. Hold up. Let's rewind that statement. You said that when the women had to go out and work, they lost respect for the man?
Yes, that's my opinion.
Wait a minute. Hold up.
My opinion.
Okay, I got a question for your opinion.
Okay.
So you saying that you would prefer the woman to stay in the house and do the woman house thing then?
No, that's not what I'm saying.
So if that's not what you're saying, then why is it a problem when you have to go out or you go and get a job because you went to graduated high school, got a college diploma, you did everything what the world said do, you know what I'm saying? And then you go out and get a job, and then now you mad with your husband or your boyfriend or whoever because you got to go out and work just as hard as him. I don't see how that makes sense.
Okay, Carlos, what me having a job has to do with him being a provider? He can still provide for me and I still have my job.
Yeah, if you hold on, wait a minute, because hold on, we gotta break this. Cause see, this is I think this is the reason why we have to have this conversation.
Okay, because I don't see anything wrong with that.
Communication on both ends. All right. So you coming from the black woman perspective, saying that I want to be able to go to work, make my money, and use it to take care of my things while you go to work and you have your money and you take care of everything because you're supposed to provide for me. That's what you're saying?
And there's no, I don't see anything wrong with that.
That's a problem. You know what I'm saying?
Why
Because
is that a problem?
you're not going to be able to go to work and work 40 hours just like me. We living in the same house. We taking care of the same kids. We breathing the same air, using the same air condition, using the same refrigerator, the same water, all this in the house, and you don't help at all. You know what I'm saying? At all.
What are you asking her to help with?
Listen, because see, this is how I had my setup. I took care of the mortgage, the insurance on the house, the taxes for the year, and the car insurance. You take care of everything else. And your bill's not even gonna equal up to me because I'm low maintenance. I'm not gonna be
but you
in the house and all the water and all of that. So you're gonna take all your hard-earned money that you went to work 40 hours a week for, and then you gonna say, oh, I'm going to get my hair done. Oh, I'm going on a girls trip. Oh, I'm doing this. I'm not doing that at the house because my husband got it. No, hell no. That don't work like that. No.
But most foreigners do that. You know that, right? Most foreign women that you
That's why black women by themselves.
Okay.
All right, right here. This is a statement right here, Brown Sugar. If you want to address that, Kenny McDonald said most black women educated make more money than black men in corporate America.
I agree, and I'm gonna put myself in that, and I become a threat to them. It's true. They will date me, and they'll say, "Well, you have no need for me." Okay.
Hey, hold on, wait a minute. I got my lady on the line. You know what I'm saying? I got her on the thing. She listening, right? So okay. She has a comment to what you said from her perspective.
Okay.
Brown Sugar. So I'm gonna let her say what she got to say.
Yeah, let her say it.
Now she's a Colombian. This is my girlfriend. She's in Colombia.
Yes, sir. Let her speak.
Okay, so baby, you can respond. You can respond to what she said. They can hear you. You getting timid? Basically, what she said was. Basically, what she's saying is that the American woman is only think about. No, you can speak. They can hear you. You can talk and say what you just said to me.
No, okay. It's in America, it's very different, baby. So different. I'm working, so and you need my help, I'm helping. You need money, I'm helping for money. So it's not good when you pay everything and I have money. You say, Maria, I need money, and I tell you, no, because it's my money. No, error, not for me.
So this is the mind frame of a Colombian woman, is what you're saying, versus American woman.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, baby. Thank you. So now I hope y'all heard that. What she said, what my baby just said was, if she has money and I'm working and I need her help, she has absolutely no problem with helping me whatsoever, because it's not good for me to have everything and all of the responsibility in my house on my shoulders. Although that's what the man is supposed to do, the woman was created to help the man when he needs help.
Okay,
that's what Carlos, said. Black women don't do that in America.
Don't say not all women don't do it. Don't say that. You don't get all of women in America.
My mama didn't do it.
Okay, your mom didn't do it. Okay, but there are women out there that's willing to do it. But I'm telling you, once they start doing it, they start thinking that they're equal to that man.
Yes, right. When they start doing it, they want to wear the pants. And
I'm not saying I'm not like that. I mean,
well, not you, but I'm saying in general,
they start thinking that way. They make their own money and they contribute to the house, so therefore they're equal to you.
No, it's not. You're not equal.
We're not. But that's the mind frame.
Men and women are not equal. That's the fundamental problem that everybody has to understand. Men and women are not equal.
And then we will never be equal.
If you're equal to me, then let's go. I'm gonna put on my shoulder pads.
We will never be equal. I agree with you. We're not equal.
Good.
I agree with you. I agree with you.
You know that equal. I would say this. I prefer not to use the term because it's just, again, it's a convoluted term. They can swallow. We're not the same. Look, women can do some things better than men. Would you agree?
Yes, I agree.
Okay, so therefore, so therefore, you know, I would say women or men. I mean, certainly, I truly believe that men should be the head of the home, et cetera, et cetera. However, I'm careful to use the term equal because women can't understand the term. They can't swallow it. I prefer to give them pills they can swallow.
Okay,
You know, and so
head of the house. Can you define the head of the home? What does it mean?
You make
oh my gosh! If I have to do that, you know, let me finish. Let me finish. You asked. Let me finish.
Okay.
If I have to do that, I'm already in trouble. Look. Let me. I'm gonna answer it. I'm gonna answer it.
I know what it means, biblically.
I'm gonna answer it. You asked me, I'm gonna answer it.
Okay.
You know, I prefer. I was trying to help you, but
what it means.
I was trying to help Alo. But look, man,
I don't know exactly what it means. You're not listening.
Okay, so let me answer it. You're going and you're going and you're going and you're not like, let the man answer it. You still ain't done it. All right. So I do feel that, you know, if that kind of thing comes up, because just like Lo was saying, you know, like his woman would never go there with that. What does that mean? You know, not that you said it hard, but you know, she would just be like, whatever it is, I'm on board. That's how she would respond, probably. Whatever head of the household is, I'm on your team. And you see how you responded is how a typical American woman would respond. That's the first thing. That's the first thing. You're still not letting me continue. You're still not letting me continue. You know, and so let me finish. Let me finish. And so, you know, I was trying to help you out, you know what I'm saying? But let me finish helping you out. If I'm saying I'm trying to help you out, let me continue.
You haven't said anything.
All right, then I'll be quiet. I'll let you talk for me. You go ahead and speak for me. Go ahead.
What she was saying is, can you
see what I'm doing is right now I'm submitting to her. Let her do her thing, brother. Go ahead and speak.
There's no
go ahead and speak.
She just said that you never had the question of define head of household. That's all she was looking for.
She never let me do it. She kept cutting me off.
Around and around. Get to the point.
Well, that's what a submissive woman wouldn't do. A submissive woman would be like, I'm gonna be patient with him.
Whatever.
Hey, but you know what's funny is this is why brothers don't want to deal with sisters. That is a perfect example. That is a perfect example. Nothing. If you rewind this tape tomorrow, nothing is more perfect. What man will want to deal with a woman over talking him? Whoever your man is, if he has been with you for 5 years or whatever, and he's dealing with you to over talking him, that's why he just fucking you and leaving you.
No, that's not happening to me. You haven't expressed it. Define head of household.
Hey, okay, so I define
it. Let me define it. She asked me, let me define it. Head of household would be like, you know, I really don't really go for.
Can you explain it, Carlos?
You're trying to tell me how to talk. No, you're gonna ask me and then resort to Carlos. I'm gonna submit myself to the I'm gonna let you win. This is why brothers. This energy is why brothers be like, I'm out.
Mr. Carlos, can you define head of household for me?
So head of household, in my opinion, is going to be the decision maker, the person who you know makes the final decision in a choice that involves the family and how it affects the family, positive or negative. That's what I would say the head of household is, and he's going to use all of his what you call it, the people around him, i.e. his wife, And if the kids are involved in the decision-making process as well, he's going to take their decisions into consideration when making the final decision. And that's what the head of household does. And that is typically, from a biblical standpoint, reserved to the man.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. So I was getting ready to say that his example, Zaba's example about women being submissive, because I know the submissive term gives a lot of Black women some pause. They get a cringe in their belly when they hear that word, you know what I'm saying, for whatever reason. But see, with my chick, you know what I'm saying, she'll tell you, like, I got a recent situation. I got a job offer in Bogota, right? You know what I'm saying? And with this situation, I'm going to have to live there at least a year until opportunity opens up in Cartagena for me to be able to move and live in Cartagena. And I made this aware to the people, you know, or the company that offered me the job, what my intentions were. So when I told her, she said, well, she wasn't in agreement with, because she wants to live in Cartagena. You know, she got a situation going in Cartagena and she don't really want to move. I just moved them into a house out there and all this other stuff. So she wanted to kind of stay stationed there. And I don't want to uproot her because that was what she had going on, but prior to she met me anyway. So, but what she told me is okay, baby, you know, I want you to come from Cartagena, but if you need to work in Bogota and then I just come and visit you in Bogota, you know, it's okay. It's no problem. Whereas if I had told, matter of fact, that's another reason why I got a divorce. Hey, look, I'm thinking about leaving and working outside the country for a little while, make some money, save some money, because I see that, you know, I can make a US dollar here and it's gonna go a long way, and then I could, you know, do some investments. We could try to do this XYZ. Why you gotta go out the country? Why you can't do it in America? Why you don't know nothing about the other countries down there? We got everything in America right here. I don't want to hear that shit. You know what I'm saying? Why you just can't say, well, why don't let's just talk and see and talk it through? You know what I'm saying? Right off the bat, you immediately flush that shit down the toilet because you don't want to do it. You know what I'm saying? See, this is a perfect example.
Can I piggyback on what you're saying? Let me tell you something, and I'm gonna be the old Lazaba. I'm gonna dig into her real quick. Ain't no man want to deal with that woman over talking them, and she don't even have enough sense to understand it. And I'm gonna tell you right now, your lady that you talking about in Bogota, she has the ability to be like or where you know, in Colombia, she has the ability to go, you know what? I'm going to be agreeable. You know, submission doesn't necessarily mean you a dummy. It just means I'm going to be agreeable with this man. I'm going to try to find a way that me and him can flow. You know what I'm saying? That's a woman's responsibility almost, you know, to be like, let me flow with this dude, man. Especially if he paying bills and he doing what he need to do. But ain't no man trying to deal with no woman trying to overtalk him. I'm gonna tell you right now, she gonna always have problems with dudes because she ain't got the patience. And as a woman, you gotta have that patience, man. You know, some dudes get into their whatever, how everything gonna go. You know it. Even from what you're saying, you was like, yo, when you was talking to your woman, she was all that blah 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 blah. A woman that's agreeable would be like, baby, you want to go? You be like, I want to go to the beach. You be like, all right, I'm good. I'm going to the beach too. But a typical sister, generally, and I'm about to go into the sisters real quick. Typical sister, man. You go with her, take out to eat. First thing she do, get in the car. I don't like that music. It's too cold in here. I ain't never been to that restaurant. Just disagreeable spirit. That's what it is. And sisters don't have enough goddamn sense to understand that little piece of shit right there. Just be fucking agreeable and shut the fuck up.
Hey.
Jeez, man. You damn on everybody tonight, man. I'm gonna have to protect you.
All right, shout out. Hey, don't leave, Ron Shay. Don't leave. We supposed to have another female on the channel, but she's in the chat. So next time I'll give you a heads up, Miss Felicia. And shout out to Jackie. He says, as a women age, they lose value. Women, an older man has more value in terms of maturity, experience, money, purpose, procreation.
I actually disagree.
Wine versus milk.
You know what though, Rich, man? I don't totally agree with that. If a woman gets older and she has the ability to shut the fuck up and be agreeable, cook, clean.
I heard off the channel, man.
No, cook
clean. Women need to be able to handle car conversations like men can be able to handle. We need to stop being scared of motherfucking women and shit. We need to be able to talk to them, whether they fucking like it or not. Fuck that. You know what I'm saying? Fuck that. I'm back to the older Zaba today, goddamn. Fuck that. But and I'm not being disrespectful. I'm just talking. But let me say this. If a woman begins to get older, you know, like this, man, like if you have an old ass Corvette and the shit got rust on the shit, you remember when Obama had that old clunker program? Motherfuckers was trading their bitches in too, nigga. Shit. You know what I'm saying? But if you got a classic, right? And you keep the shit shine, your old AM, FM radio still work, you keep your tires good. See, a woman, as she gets older, can become valuable, but she has to know, yo, let me be agreeable, let me cook, let me clean, let me just get in the spirit. A woman who is older can still become valuable, but she has to understand that's where her value is. That's where her fucking value. Her value ain't in her titties no more. Her titties hanging down, nigga. Fuck that. Her value is in her behaviors. You know what I'm saying? Her value ain't. You see, the mistake is when you a young girl, Rich, you don't gotta do nothing. All you gotta do is exist, and them perky titties just sitting up there. And then when you get older, you be like, all I gotta do is exist. Fuck no, bitch. You got to work now. You know what I'm saying? Like men always have to do something to be valuable.
Program her.
Would you just listen and learn, goddammit? Look, men, as we get older, men learn very early at 17 years old, 18 years old, we learn, okay, for us to be a valuable man, these are the things we have to do. We can't just exist. A nigga could be ugly as fuck, but if that nigga got his money together and he got his shit together, he can always be of value. But women don't realize that you can't exist no more. You ain't 18. Shut your goddamn mouth, cook, clean, and be agreeable. If a woman is agreeable and just shuts the fuck up, some dude will scoop her up. If a woman is 49 years old and don't look all that great, and she can be just, you know, a regular woman, if she has the spirit of agreeability and be like, I'm on your team. I'm on your team. If she is on that man's team, that man will have her back. But this mouth will never hold on to a man that will have her back. Not that goddamn mouth. She don't know how to shut the fuck up.
Hey, so check this out, right? So, because I'm this is my analysis.
Topic, please.
Hey, brown sugar. All right.
Yes.
So this is the deal, right? Because I'm seeing why, you know what I'm saying, it's difficult for you to find a king. You know what I'm saying? Because all of the men that are older than you, this is their mind frame, what Zaba has. And then the men that's in my mind, that's in my age bracket, you know what I'm saying? Either they already taken, B, they ain't trying to date in America, you know what I'm saying, and no black woman in America, you know what I'm saying, or C, they just gay, you know what I'm saying? So those are the problems that, you know what I'm saying, you face when trying to find somebody or find your king, because I know you not gonna submit to nothing like what Zaba telling you. Shut the fuck up, bitch.
I would never talk to a woman like that. I would never, but that's my spirit. That is my spirit.
That's animalistic behavior. Shut the fuck up.
I would look. I'm just talking. I would never speak to anybody like that. But I'm trying to get the point across. And I'm thinking, are you not really taking me literally? Are you? I would never talk to anybody like that. I have a peaceful relationship. But I'm just trying to tell you, because you're on the channel. But like I'm trying to get the point across. Sorry about the motherfucking invection. But I'm just saying, if bitches want to get along, they got to shut the fuck up. Now, if you don't understand that and you take that shit literally, that's your fault.
But I'm telling you, you're not gonna find a woman with that statement. Shut the fuck up.
I said I never talk like that to anybody, but that is my spirit.
But if you have a facial expression that says "shut the fuck up," the black woman gonna pick up on that quick.
And that's why I ain't fucking with the moles.
Oh my God.
Hey, look, Lisa says, but the men on this show talk about women not being submissive. Who in their right mind will be submissive to a
Thank
different?
you, Lisa.
I never, and I keep saying, I never say that. I never say that. Y'all stop that. Y'all put words on. I never talk to anybody like that. But that is my spirit. That is my spirit.
Shout out to
Well,
Mattress Time, man.
well,
What's
you
up
can
with
talk about fantasy, but I'm talking about reality.
Hey, Brown Sugar, check this out. So if you had a dude, you know what I'm saying, and you was dating a dude and had Zaba's spirit, you know what I'm saying, and he didn't say it like how he's saying it or communicating it with everybody tonight. I'm not saying that that's what he does, but he said, quote unquote, that's his spirit. So if his spirit is this way, then it's going to show in his action.
Yeah.
How would you respond to that?
I will walk away and just not deal with that.
Right.
It's not worth it. Life is
But guess what? But guess what? That's why I've always had good relationships. It's one thing. Look, I can tell you how to look. It's like I said at the beginning of the show. You're talking to a man that has had success. You ain't talking about a failure. So I know what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? I know what I'm doing. That can never be denied. I would never speak to anybody like that. Never. That is my spirit. I don't want to hear all that motherfucking shit. If you don't have that goddamn spirit of just like, yo, I'm chill, I ain't doing all that going back and forth, I would never be with a woman like that. And any intelligent man wouldn't. Any alpha, I don't like to use the word alpha, but any male that has his stuff ducks in a row, he ain't dealing with a woman going back and forth. He ain't dealing with a woman got a whole bunch of goddamn mouth. If a woman don't know how to shut the fuck up, ain't no real dude that really got his stuff together is gonna deal with a woman like that.
Exactly.
And that's all I'm saying.
You ever been married before?
Yeah,
I done told y'all 36 years.
I didn't catch.
shut the fuck up.
Hey,
I've never said that to anybody. Never said that to anybody. Never.
Zaba, to reiterate on what Carlos was saying, this is kind of how the new women in this generation are. They're not submissive to men. They're not.
And
not
this is why.
Right.
And this is why men are they're not dealing with them. That's the point of the show. This is why a lot of men aren't dealing with them.
I believe if the man is treating you like a queen, she will be submissive.
Yeah, because mine is.
Thank you.
A lot of women, they want to see you. They want you to cater to them first. What they want to give it to you later. They want you to prove yourself to them.
What is catering to them? What is catering? Explain that to me.
Okay, take me out, buy me some. Okay, well, it's typical. The man should, pay for a first date. So a woman, I could see in her mind where she would expect that to occur on a first night out. Okay, but as time go by, 2 months, 90 days, 120 days, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Then the shifting. What are we doing? So if we going, let's go jet skiing today on the water. You know what I'm saying? All right, baby, I got half, or I'll take care of this because you're gonna take care of dinner later. You know what I'm saying? Or something like that. That's the type of vibe that this generation is in right here, like that. The good ones are. You know what I'm saying? The bad ones, they gonna suck you the whole pockets dry. You know what I'm saying? Zaba in the chat, somebody say somebody ran them pockets. That's why you feel like that. But anyway, you know what I'm saying? This is why this is the bad young girls. That's how they look at it. I'm finna go get this dude for everything he got, because they ain't got no in their mind. They ain't thinking about being no submissive. They'll tell you I'm your girlfriend, but they really there just to get the money. That's the bad ones. And then the good ones in the generation, they do what I said earlier. So you know what I'm saying? That's kind of what
you're saying.
Right. And I'll say this. The proof is in the pudding. I have had success, and I will throw that in any motherfucking face. I will never tell a woman shut the fuck up. I have never said it in my life. However, I'm not dealing with a combative, talkative fucking woman. And any man that
14.
any intelligent man is not going to deal with a combative woman. When he say one, she say two. That's all I'm saying. I've never said that. But the proof is in the pudding. You know what I'm saying? It's one thing to be like, nigga, I sell good cakes and my cakes taste like shit. No, anybody who personally knows me, the proof is in the pudding. So hell yeah, I'm gonna stand on my goddamn hill and be a little bit braggadocious. I'm not dealing with no motherfucker talk more than I do. Not no goddamn woman. I'm not doing it.
Well, then
Let y'all niggas do it.
you might as well be gay, brother, because all women talk more than we do.
Thank you, Carlos.
Well,
That's
if that's and look here, I'll put it to you like this: if a woman speaks more to me in the relationship, that's just a woman I'm not gonna be with. I'm not gonna do it. She can't talk more than me.
So
I'm talking about between me and her. When I be like, baby, this is where we going on vacation. Why we gotta go there? I ain't hearing all that shit.
So
I'm not hearing them.
She can't come at you with an alternative and be like, well, baby, I don't really
No, bro. No, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying they have to have the spirit of agreeability, brother. That's all I'm saying. I made a perfect fucking analogy with your Colombian woman and your wife. You understand, and your Colombian woman and your ex. You understand exactly what I'm saying. If anybody understands what I'm saying, you do.
I'm trying to make it clear for everybody else in the chat. That's all.
Thank you. You made it clear, Carlos.
So,
He said it's impossible to talk more than you.
Yeah. And if she talk more than me in the relationship, I'm not dealing with her.
If they talk more than him in the relationship, you're not dealing with them.
hey,
I
man,
like quiet women. Shit, I don't like no woman like me. I don't want no woman like me. Shit. And you look here, man. Them women who talk too much, they got that masculine energy. It's shit. You might as well fucking, like you were saying, man, who the fuck want a damn dude that talk like me? Can you imagine a bitch that talk like me? Man, that's a fucking man. That's a fucking man. Fuck I'm doing with a woman that talk like me. That's crazy than a motherfucker.
All right.
Yeah, let me wipe my sweat from my head real quick because that was hot. But let me see, man. I just think that, you know,
hey, Law, can you imagine being with a woman who talk like me? Are you motherfucker set that bitch on fire?
Yeah,
I don't like big mouth women either, man. I don't like that. That shit aggravating like hell.
Yeah, I can imagine that. You know what I'm saying? Me, I just don't talk. You know what I'm saying? If I don't want to talk, I ain't gonna say shit. You know what I'm saying? Shit, one person can't talk.
But what I'm asking you is, could you imagine being with a woman who talks like I do, cut you off, say all kind of shit? Could you imagine? No. That's what I'm saying.
Well,
a woman like me is a fucking Tasmanian fucking devil, man. You know, one time my mother said, Wazaba, why are you so aggressive? And I was like, my daddy, he said, he a boy, leave him alone. I'm aggressive because I'm a man. That's why.
Well,
I don't want a woman with an aggressive spirit. You know, I told my daughters, I was like, now there's some kids in school, they'll never get in a fight. Them little Chinese girls, they'll never get in a fight because they keep their goddamn mouth shut. They ain't in it with everybody. They ain't trying to debate with people, so they don't get into things. Motherfucker like me, who talk all the time, I end up fighting a motherfucker about some shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's the energy is what I'm trying to get at. If a woman has the energy like me, if a woman has energy, if a woman is over talking me, that bitch is a Tasmanian devil, bro.
Can I ask a question?
Okay.
Quiet women are the best.
What is your wife's nationality?
American.
Oh, okay.
Educated Delta woman.
Okay.
She's just an average sister. She's just an average sister. You know?
I thought I heard.
You got a question right here, Miss Brown Sugar from the mayor Sasua. He said, do you cook chitlins? He said, if you do, then send a number to him. He available.
Oh, no, I don't.
Yeah. You see, now look here, Law. If that was your girl, you know what she would say? I'm gonna find out how to cook them. I'm gonna find out how to cook chitlins.
Well, First of all, I ain't asking my lady
different.
for feelings anyway, not me. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't eat that BS. You know what I'm saying? But
No, that ain't the point. That ain't the point.
yeah, I get you.
What
I
I'm
get
saying
you.
is,
A good woman is
you
gonna
get the
do
point.
what
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. She'll be like, I'll find out how to cook them.
Yeah.
You know.
But yeah, it's all good. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But yeah, on the topic, you know what I'm saying? I only gave a couple of examples. I got a couple other examples, you know what I'm saying? I wanted to get out before we actually, you know what I'm saying, shut it down. But anyway, so another reason why you know, I prefer to date Black women outside of America is because, you know, when it comes to the romantics, the intimacy, you know what I'm saying? A lot of Black women in America, you know what I'm saying, they use sex as a tool for to I guess get what they want, or you know what I'm saying, to stop something from happening. So basically, for an example, you know, you have your girl, your wife, she want to go somewhere, and you know, you don't necessarily. I'm just making this up off the top of my head. She want to go somewhere, you don't have the money to give to her or whatever. You know what I'm saying, for her to be able to go and fully enjoy herself. But you tell her that, you know, yeah, you could do this, but I only have this much. She gets upset with you because she know in her mind she need this amount of money. She depending on you to get it, but you fell short. So now she gonna fall short on the sex because of that. You know what I'm saying? What logic is that? You know what I'm saying? Those are the types of issues and problems, you know what I'm saying, that some black men would encounter when they dealing with an African American man when it comes to intimacy, them using sex as a weapon, you know what I'm saying, of mass destruction, because that's what it is, you know what I'm saying, when you using it like that, you know, because you can destruct your marriage or relationship, is what my point is. So another thing, you know, you have a Black woman, you know, will tell you, well, actually, this is live. She asked me, let's have an open relationship. You know what I'm saying? An open relationship. So you come at me to talk about an open relationship. That tells me, A, that you thinking about somebody else on the outside, or, you know what I'm saying, you have done that. So in order for you to come at me like that, you know what I'm saying, you have to have a level of disrespect for me. You know what I'm saying? Because you can't be talking to your husband or your boyfriend about no fucking open relationship when you're in a marriage or exclusive relationship. So I guess the point is the level of respect that a Black woman does or does not have for their significant other. That's a huge problem with African American women in America, because, you know what I'm saying, they've also been taught and they saw, you know, took on their own persona. Man, if I feel like I'm equal to a man, then I don't have to respect his ass. You know what I'm saying? That also trickles over into the intimacy portion. You know what I'm saying? If I don't respect you, then what I'm giving you some pussy for? You know what I'm saying? This why I can go get this to somebody else who I can respect and all that type of thing like that. So these are just a couple other examples that I had to deal with in real life. You know what I'm saying? And other reasons why I just simply choose to look elsewhere. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not going to do a third time as a failure in America. This is just not going to happen for me. You know what I'm saying? So, and until I see otherwise different, which I probably won't, you know what I'm saying? And I'm talking about for my circumstance, then, you know, it's just going to be international space for me. You know what I'm saying? Preferably who y'all just saw, you know, because she treats me well. And I'm talking about she's doing things and she don't even know, she only know me 75%. And she doing stuff that, you know what I'm saying, that my wife should have been doing. And she knew me all the way. You know what I'm saying? But she elected not to do that. So until, you know, the Black woman in America can change her mind frame and understand the situation that she's dealing with when she has a real king, because I did see some comments down there saying that, you know, woman ain't gonna respect a man that's disrespectful, or, you know, etc. If a woman recognizes what type of king if she has a king, then she need to get with the program so she can keep that king in America. You know what I'm saying? Or keep him with her at least anyway. You know what I mean? And that's just where I'm at with that.
Lisa, if you want to come on the show and you know, speak your mind, you can. I could put a link. Just let me know, yes or no. All right. She says it's funny how these guys keep saying Afro-American women do this and that, like, women in other races don't. But I guess anything to put down a Black lady, they need to look at themselves.
Lisa, I don't think you was on the show earlier when I made my comment. I'm speaking from Carlos's perspective. Carlos's perspective only deals with Black women. I have never dealt with another race of women in an exclusive relationship. I'm only speaking from my experience, and my experiences are African American women with those attitudes.
Hey, welcome to the
Look,
show,
Lisa,
brother.
Lisa, you need to stop hiding and bring your behind on the show.
I would agree.
Stop
I
it.
would agree. When you
You
make
know what I'm saying? I mean, come on the show and talk about it. You don't even have to show your face. You making all them comments. Come on here and be brave and just talk. We just talking.
exactly.
You know what I'm saying? You know, we just talking. You know what I'm saying? And I said probably 50 zillion times. There's no way I could be rude to a human being and have a successful relationship. That is, you know, there's no way. I don't understand why she keeps saying that. But Lisa, please come on the show.
Ryan,
Come on
you
the
crazy.
show.
Hey, let me pay the bills real quick. My boy says, I would never fuck with a Matrix chicks ever again. No disrespect. But with all due respect, I have.
That shit is funny as hell.
Hey, welcome to the show, brother. Eskimo, brother. What's going on? You go by Eskimo? What you go by, man?
Erwin, you know Rich. Erwin,
Hey, man. Hey,
how
I
you
ain't want
doing?
to put your government out there, man. You know?
No, it's all good, man. How y'all doing tonight?
Good.
Chilling.
Good,
Very interesting conversation tonight. Very interesting conversation. I understand the perspective, I guess, as much as a man can from what the female on the show was saying, and I totally understand everything Zaba was saying as well. And it's kind of like knowing the way I could sum it up. It's knowing your place. Do you see what I'm saying? Because if what she's saying is she understand that there is a difference between the man and the woman, and there's a role, then there shouldn't be any like combativeness with the, you know, and quote unquote, like using Zaba's word, you know, shut the fuck up. You know what I mean? But it makes sense. One of the main things that we all know that a man would like beside, you know, sex, of course, satisfaction, is stress, especially a black man living in the United States with what he has to deal with. You know, I'm not turning on the news and just seeing women getting clapped left and right all over the news. That's the black man stepping out of his car, having to go to work, and live up to the reputation or that he has with his family, and also try to like battle that stigma that's already out there for him of being a deadbeat dad or whatever kind of black man that society perceives him as. So the last thing that he wants to do is come home and have to hear some bullshit, or even if he tolerates the bullshit to a certain degree, as a man, you know, you say stop. And it's time to stop. When a man takes the role of a husband and he presents himself in front of the father and asks for the blessing and the permission to take that wife, you need to understand that this wife is a child. So it's a man talking to another man who has taken the responsibility of taking care of his daughter, providing for her, protecting her, making sure that she grows up to be a woman. And it's another man talking to a man saying, hey, listen, moving forward now, I'm going to take this responsibility for you. I'm going to get the home. You're not going to have to provide for her anymore. I'm taking her out of the home, and I'm going to be laying the pipe to your daughter, yo, and I'm going to, you know, procreate with her. This is how it is. She is a child to a degree. Not saying you have to completely treat her like a child. You know, you treat her as an adult. You treat her as a respect. You give her respect as you would give any normal human being. But the lion knows his role in the jungle, and as do all the other animals. And that's the best way that I could put it.
Eskimo, man, number one is so huge. It's so good to see you anyway. But yeah, you put it beautifully. You know, I could be tactful and have said it tactful, but I gotta be a Zaba tonight. You know, I gotta be that hardcore at least once a year. I ain't gone there in like a year, Rich. You know that. I ain't went off in like a year. So let me rephrase it. I would never ever, man. I got daughters, man. I would never talk to a person rough and be like, because again, we started the conversation talking about how important it is to convey messages to people, you know. And I would never in my life, shut the fuck up. Never. but I walk around with that spirit. Like, I am not going to be in a relationship with anybody where it's just constant, just back and forth, back and forth. I say one, you say two. That's just what a lot of brothers are running away from. You know what I'm saying? That's what a lot of brothers are running away from. They don't want that combative spirit. And that's what I'm saying, man. And we have that. And unfortunately, I think a lot of it is in the African American community, man. I'm almost embarrassed to say it, but brothers ain't looking for that. Brothers is like, yo, we going to the beach today. And brothers be like, all right, I'm on your brothers are looking for, I believe most men who are looking for good relationships, serious relationships, are just looking for somebody to be agreeable, you know? And that doesn't, I don't even use the term submit all that much, but just be like, okay, well, let's go to the beach, bruh. Not all that back and forth. Any woman that's gonna get in a public space and be arguing with dudes, nah, bruh, she gonna argue with you too. That's all I'm saying. That's it. And what I'm saying is, I'm not gonna speak for other brothers. I like women who are chill, that are not like me. I do not want an aggressive woman because I'm already aggressive. So I don't need that energy. You know, I like a woman to be like, bro, I'm trying to keep the fire on simmer. That's all I'm saying. Now I said it politically correct. That would have been a better way to say it. I lost some people, but that's the only thing I'm saying. All that talking over people and all that over men. Look, man, when you see a kid out in the street and he being disrespectful to his mama, that's because he do that shit at home. When you see a woman over talking her man, that is huge, bro. She doing that at home. Anyway, I don't even use the term submissive, Tara. Come on the thing. I told you I don't use that term. I don't use the term. I don't like it. I don't know what you're talking about. Come on the daggone panel and discuss it. Because I don't use that term submissive. I don't use it.
Wait a minute, because obviously she late to the program, you know what I'm saying? Because she wasn't listening to shit I said, you know what I'm saying? Girl, right. Tara Grant, I'm talking to you this time, you know what I'm saying? I only date, marry, deal with black women, period. Whether they from Colombia, Panama, USA, Africa, don't matter what, black women. That's what I deal with. So your comment about a real man can't handle a black woman, you're totally incorrect, and you was not listening at any damn thing I said. And you're actually proving what Zaba is saying with that comment.
Right. Like I said, when it comes to word, what the hell does an authentic? What does that mean? Authentic black woman. What does that mean? Yeah. Please come on and talk to us about that, because I don't understand it. You know, like people will put out here. It's almost like using the term strong. You know what I'm saying? I'm a strong. Dudes can't deal with that. It's this whole. Let me reiterate this. Let me reiterate this, bro. And this is huge. I think it's. Look, you are a reflection of your success in relationships. Mm-hmm. If you have not had no success, you got to be like, yo, let me listen to somebody who have had success. And I can tell you, and anybody who knows me can tell you intimately, can tell you, in relationships, Zaba has had success. Now that right there speaks more than my freaking words.
Hey, Tara just said, give her the link. She'll come on. You know what I'm saying? This is what we looking for right here. Yeah, she just put it in there. She said, bring me on. I certainly don't mind. That's what she put in there. Because I got to see what she talking about. Because she said this to me. You know what I'm saying? Talking about some real black women. Girl, that's all I deal with.
The link is for Tara only, y'all. The link is for Tara only. So go ahead.
Yeah,
this is gonna be fun. I'm really excited to hear how she speaks.
Show your face. I hope you ain't under 35, because if you under 35, you finna get the doors chopped off of you right now.
Brown Sugar, you got help on the way.
Yeah,
thank you.
Nah, well, I don't know Brown Sugar, because she might be on the opposite spectrum of what you think.
Okay, you're right. Let me hear her out.
You know what I'm saying? Because she might be a young girl. You know what I'm saying? These young girls don't think like y'all older women.
She's a
Ooh.
strong black woman. Y'all can't handle a strong black
all,
woman.
all these young girls say that shit. They don't know what
Hey,
that means.
listen, out of curiosity, what's the female's name that's on the panel right now?
Brown
The
sugar.
queen.
Queen Brown Sugar. I have a question. What's your nationality?
She's Bahamian.
She's from. Is her family origin from
I
the
don't
Bahamas
know.
as well?
She was Bahamian earlier in the show.
Yeah.
That's why.
Yeah, she's Bahamian. But the real question is, how long has she been in the States?
I'll say since I was 10.
Well, then you damn American. Stop.
Yeah, because
You American girl. Stop it.
Bahamian culture is a very submissive culture for the women.
I'm not saying I'm not submissive. I never said that. I just want to hear. To me, I just want to say this. If a man is disrespecting me, talking all loud and using profane languages, it's hard for me to become submissive to that man. That's all I'm saying.
But that's not what happens in relationships with people. You're on a panel. You got to understand the difference. It's a debating panel. It's not in your house. And so you got to be like, okay, I see the difference. This is just a panel. When it's in your house, it's a whole different thing. But please, we got to let Tara speak.
Yeah,
please.
Because Brown Sugar okay right now. You know what I'm saying? We want to hear what Tara got to say. Yeah, Tara, speak your piece. I need you to address me right quick.
Hi, how are you?
With these real men don't date black women and all that. I need you to address that for me, please.
How you doing, black queen? Strong black woman.
Can y'all hear me?
Yes.
Hi, good evening.
Hey.
Good evening.
Everybody in the panel is in the 40 club.
Right, and I'm in the 50.
All right, good. All right,
Well, me and you both in the 50 club.
There it is. So we established mature conversation. That's what this was for.
I'm listening to you. I got someone invited me to come and listen in, and I was hearing some of the stuff. And first of all, the gentleman that was speaking, it was just a lot of vulgarity anyway. You know, just kind of going back and forth about how he wanted his woman to be. That's fine and dandy. You know, that's your preference. But to me, I feel like it's all based on mutual respect. It really is based on mutual respect, and you just got to kind of, you know, you got to go from there. You know, that's his preference, and if that's, you know, the women that he attract, and those are the type of women that, you know, they want to put up with that, that's fine. But to me, you know, it's really about how you treat each other. That's the bottom line of it. And you know, if he want his woman to sit back and, you know, just be subservient, or, you know, whatever the word he want to use, whatever his choice, or whatever he want a quiet woman, to me, being an authentic black woman, you can speak your mind, and you can be respectful in speaking your mind. You don't have to, you know, go off and cut somebody off and all these other different things like that, what he was saying earlier. It's really, truly just about, you know, mutual respect. So you got to find something that respect you. But once you cross that whole border of whatever caused her to be disrespectful to you, and you being disrespectful to her, then you get what you got.
How long that's supposed to last?
I mean, yeah, but you know what, you know, and he had said respond to him. You did not respond to him. But let me say that, and I said it for a zillion times. I would never talk to anybody like that in a relationship. You didn't hear that. But let me say this. Spending so much time in the military, being agreeable is like, you just don't go back and forth with your superior. I mean, many people on a job, for instance, they just don't be like, you know, the boss say one, they say two. They just be like, okay, you know, what I'm saying is being agreeable is kind of like how we kind of treat our jobs and our superiors. And if a woman does not kind of respect her man as the head of the home, that's where you're going to get that problem, because she doesn't see him as, you know, she can be like, well, we're equal, we're the same, and you know, we're just two heads of this house, and that you're going to get that kind of energy. But if you've ever had a job, or, you know, whatever, you understand what I mean by energy.
Well, check this
out. The boss be like, yo, look, I don't ever want to see you in a blue blouse. Don't come in here, whatever. Generally, if people kind of, you know, want the job or whatever, they're just going to be agreeable is the word I like to use.
So all right, so it's two things. I'm gonna address one comment that just appeared in the chat. But to answer your question earlier, Brown Sugar, when you said define head of household. Well, if you look in the background, this is my little tax office. I do taxes, you know what I'm saying, as one of my side businesses. On the 1044, when you get ready to sign it, and all y'all know about this if you work and pay taxes, you know what I'm saying, you got to check the box, head of household, if you got children in there. You know what I'm saying? If the woman, if y'all haven't put on the if y'all hadn't had this discussion at your house, who is the head of household for the refund purposes, I guarantee you, the woman always putting on there the head of household. Why? I see it all the time, and on top of that, it's backwards. If you have the man in the house, the man should always be the head of the household on the tax return. And on top of that, if you're married and you're filing joint, you know what I'm saying? If you're doing that, that's how it should be. But in that situation, there is no head of household married filing joint. But I digress, because the point of it is that the tax return will tell you who the head of household is.
That's what woman allowed that's not putting their husband or their husband as the...
I got 100 clients, 150 clients, and at least half of them do that.
Well, when I was married, my husband went on top. So I see it's hard for me to understand that.
I could pull up return right now and show you that a woman and the husband, the woman is first and the man second, and they come in here. I got 3 couples like that. You know what I'm saying?
Are they making more money than the husband? What's the...
Well, no, they're making more money. It's just that they said they're the head of the household, and that's how they wanted me to do it.
Okay. They got it all wrong. We got it.
I'm not going to sit here and argue with no clients, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm not making the money. I'm going to do what you want me to do. But in my mind, I'm like, damn, I know what y'all household like.
Yes. Okay. I guess they work in their household.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But that's to each his own, you know what I mean? And then secondary to that, I'm looking at this up comment, LaKinto Fox. Carlos, when I came on, you were saying you came across, you had issues with all black women because you made general statements related to them. Brother, again, man, I'm talking from my perspective. I don't know what part of that y'all don't get, bro. You know what I'm saying? If I only dated black women, I can't talk about dating white women and Puerto Rican women and Cuban women and women from another country. I can't talk about that shit because I don't know nothing about it. I only know about black women. So if I'm speaking on the point of, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, this comment right here. If I'm speaking on the point of my perspective, I can only speak about what I know. And what I know is I only date black women. So it's not a problem or issues with, it's the problem and the issues with the women that I dated who happen to be black.
Okay, nobody's saying anything.
Can I say something real quick?
I'll interject. I just want to hear Lisa some more because he said respond to me. She didn't respond, and then I just know y'all ain't that crazy. But anyway.
Oh, Lisa.
I want to hear Lisa. I want to listen to her. I want to see what she has to say.
All right, Lisa. Are you? Can you tell us your status? Are you married? Yeah. What you think about the brothers nowadays? She with us or what?
She there. I don't know if she can hear us.
Tara, my fault.
Tara, yeah.
Okay. I thought y'all was talking to Lisa. No, I wanted to actually say something. To me, it just sounds like you just dealing with people that got issues. Everybody got issues. Men and women both have issues. Everybody have issues. Some people are really a little bit close to crazy. And I mean, it just is what it is. I am divorced. I've been divorced for a while now, and I'm single, and I'm happy. So I'm not, I think I learned a lot from my marriage. I learned that at the time I was not submissive. I was an argumentative person, but I was married to a person that was just the same way as I was. He was argumentative. He was all these different things. So me and him, we both had issues, which led to our divorce. But when hindsight now, looking back, there were some things I could have done differently, but you have to really be able to identify some things in you to get some growth so you can have a healthy relationship.
That sounds like a mature woman.
Yeah, I respect that. And somebody's like, where the proof? Well, contact me privately. I got pictures of my kids, grandkids. Just contact. Anybody want to know my receipts? Just contact me privately. All right. And so again, I'm the only one in here been in a relationship 30-something years. So I'm doing something right. And I'm gonna keep on that. I don't care who don't like it. I don't care how they don't like how I talk. The shit work.
So you tell your wife to shut the hell up?
I done told y'all in this goddamn group 3,000 million trillion times I don't talk like that. However, why does that keep coming up? I keep saying that's the energy.
You didn't catch the second part of my question.
Oh, what's the second part?
I said, so my question was, so do you talk like that to your wife? Or, okay, that's where I stopped at. Does she just know that that's your attitude and that's how you are as a person and that's what she submit to?
Let me say this, man. I think there are a lot of women that don't run their mouth all the time. Like I said, I don't want a woman like me. There are a lot of women who are just easygoing. They don't do a whole bunch of interjecting. There's a lot of women out there like that. I'm just saying I only mesh with women that don't talk a lot. That's all. I don't mesh with women that just always got an opinion like I do. That's all I'm saying. And I usually find that women who are really agreeable are kind of have that spirit, you know? That's all I'm saying, man.
So you just got somebody that match up with your
look.
How you are.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Who you are, and I've said this from the beginning. Who you are, you will attract certain people in your circle of contact, and then you will repel certain people in your circle of contact. If, like, for instance, let's say, for instance, an aggressive person. I've never been hit, like physically hit by like a woman, right? And because I repel that energy, it's almost like once I see, they be like, if I have I'd be like, oh, I need to leave this person alone because this is going to be problem down the road. You know, I have enough vision to see this is going to be problems down the road. So people who are violent, I've been lucky, or I've had success in being around women who don't fight. For instance, you know what I'm saying? I'm not going to be around no bitch fighting. See how hard I said that? But you got to take my words in context. You can't be like, oh, he said a bitch can't fight. You get caught up into that instead of saying he has the ability to not be around people, even men. If a dude out there being aggressive and fighting people, I ain't going to be hanging out with him. You know, so that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. I will not attract an aggressive woman in my life. I will not. She will not accept me. She will not accept me. And I won't accept her.
I'll say this. You know, 'cause I'm basically 40, you could say. And you know, my longest relationship, which I'm still currently in, has basically been like 19 years. So I will say this. I mean, throughout that time, there's been a lot of growing. I would say, you know, both of us did together. And there's been some heated arguments. And I honestly can't say I've never said, you know, something like, you know, shut the fuck up or, you know, different things. But I will say this, of all the arguments that ever took place, where ever escalated that like that, the one thing my woman always knew is when I was, okay, it's time to stop. It stopped. You know what I mean? And I think a smart woman knows that. But it's been times that there's been a lot of foul shit said, you know, on not just from me, you know, on both ends. You know what I mean? But at the same time, you got to keep in mind, this is something that started when I was like, 21, when this relationship basically started. So, you know, I'm still growing in the relationship at that time because I didn't see marriage in my future, you know, with anything like that. So, but I would say if I did start over for something right now, let's say it all ended and I started over at 40 right now with something, I could tell you it would never even get to that type of level of where we're going to be arguing back and forth, because it's like, listen, you could just go.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And that's I'm piggybacking off of that's exactly, you know, where I'm coming from, man. You know, anybody who knows me again intimately would be surprised if I was with an argumentative one, be like, Zaba, you with her? Be like, damn, I would never thought that, because I repel those type of people in my life. You know, any woman that talk as much as I do, argue as much as I do, I ain't being with that kind of woman. That might work out with another brother. I'm not saying that they are bad people. I'm just saying it's impossible for me to be with somebody who is as aggressive as I am. I mean, I'd feel kind of like insulted if a woman was as aggressive as I was. I'd be like, wait a minute, that's a woman. I'm a man. You know, I might. Go ahead.
I said you don't ran her off, man.
Well, you know what? We haven't said anything wrong. We were just inviting her in. But what does that say?
Well, we about to end the show in a minute, so
yeah,
almost 12 o'clock. And I'm sure everybody got something to do tomorrow. So I'm gonna, you know, maybe we can say our last words. I'll let go ahead first. You can go first, Azab.
Yeah, whatever situation you're in, you know, has a lot to do with you. You know, that's all. You know, we have a lot to do with wherever we're at in life, whoever we're in a relationship. If you've had a lot of successful relationships, then give yourself credit. If you have a lot of unsuccessful relationships, give yourself credit. It is not the other person, it is you. Who we, you know, us, you know, what I'm trying to say is our relationships are a reflection of us, is all I'm trying to say.
All right, brother Eskimo, what's up, man? Still there?
Yeah, I'm here. I think basically with any relationship, you know, it's first of all, I don't believe anybody. This is just me. I don't really believe anybody's like compatible. You know what I'm saying? I feel like it's whose shit you're willing to tolerate, and you could tolerate it and still be happy. But like, I don't think there's just that one person for you. I think there's numerous people that could be like that. You know, it's just who you find and who you settle with. But at the end of the day, you know, like anything, regardless of race, you know, religion, gender, people still have and deserve a certain level of respect. But when we're speaking about relationship and we're speaking about hierarchy, no different than your boss at your job. And I'm not saying that your boss, that your husband is your boss, but what I'm saying is your boss gets a certain amount of respect. You see what I'm saying? Like, and there's a certain expectation of you with your boss, you know, and there's ways you can disagree with your boss, but there's ways that you're still going to talk to your boss and you're going to handle it. And when your boss says, okay, you know, we're not talking about this anymore, this is what it is, you have a couple of options and decisions that you can make beyond that point. The same applies to marriage.
Yeah.
Right. Los, what up, man? Last word for people, bro.
Yeah. So, the shit, man. On the subject, man. You know, is it better to date abroad or a foreigner? You know, or date black women? I'll just say that's gonna be on the person's preference based off of their own personal life experience, and you know, in the sense of having a significant other or an exclusive partner. You know what I'm saying? You know, me personally, I just prefer to be in international space at this point in time in my life, because I've tried the American black thing, the American black woman thing. It didn't work out for me. I accept that. I agree with what not Lisa, but Tara said earlier before she jumped off. I'm not going to sit here and tell you guys that I didn't do things that was within the marriage and in the situation with my kid's mama, that I was the total saint. You know what I'm saying? There was no infidelity issues, nothing like that. It was more or less, you know, making decisions without including her, arguing over stupid stuff, you know, having attitudes, you know, for no reason, crazy stuff like that just became, you know, more or less a problem over time, and it caused us to grow apart. And, you know, the fact that she is one of those, she's a feminist, you know, she's one that believes that she can do just as much as a man in some aspects, you know, and trying to compete with me and, you know, saying stuff like that. It just is better for us to be apart. So, but I did bring my baggage to the problems. I was an effective communicator. because I kept my mouth closed. I'm like what Zaba said, you know, with the woman part. I'm not gonna be sitting here, not Zaba, but Eskimo. I'm not gonna be arguing with you, man. Just shut the fuck up. Don't say nothing. And sometimes that's a detriment because now I don't want to communicate to try to get to a common ground or a problem or agree to disagree. And also, you know, I didn't listen to a lot of stuff too. I'm saying, so I did contribute to the downfall of the marriage. However, you know, I wasn't in those situations where she could feel like she was superior to me, where she had to feel like she was superior to me, nor was I ultra disrespectful to her to make her feel, you know, like she was less than a woman. So, you know, with all of those things stirred up in the pot, it equaled a bad ending for me with American Black woman. So now my attention is on Black women outside of the United States. So hopefully you brothers can take and learn something from my mistakes and everybody else on the panel, and you can make your situation work for you.
All right, Brown Sugar, we left the floor for you. Saving the best for last, Queen.
No, I'm not the best. It was great listening to all these point of views. I'm still having problem understanding what do guys want, submissive or respect. So I'll find out later on which one. Do they go together? Or
Yeah, they go together.
Yeah, I mean it's intertwined. It's not separate. It's not one or the other. Like it's. I mean, you have respect for a person, like no different than the respect you have for your parents, you have for your grandmother, you have for your boss. Like it's you know what I mean. It's not it's. I think you're probably getting caught up in the word of being submissive. You know, it's better to play your position, know your role. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know who Kobe is on the team. You know what I'm saying? And you know who you are. Play your role. Don't step out of your role, because if we really look at life and we really look at choices and we're going to be real with it, you know, a man can start over at 40 and he can start over with something yet younger, and he can groom her and teach her and mold her to be exactly what he needs her to be. And that's whether it's at 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. When that woman gets to 40, them chances are slim. You better hope that you find that brother who got it all together at 40 or older, because if you're 40 without a child, statistically, you're not going to have a child. If you're 40 without marriage, statistically, you're not going to get married. Your options are very slim. The value of who carries on that name and who procreates and who moves on to the next generation doesn't reside with that woman. That last name changes. That man has that value. And if a woman can understand that in her last days on this earth, who actually has that value in that role, you realize who has the better options. You know, and let's not separate this and say that because of that a woman should be disrespected or she's lesser than, because I'm not saying that. We're not talking about human equality. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, we're talking beyond that.
Like, yeah, and you know, to add to that, man, like I said, I don't use the word submissive, but I always use the word teamwork. That's how I survive working as a team. I don't really, kind of see, myself as, oh, I gotta control everything. Nah, bruh, it's always teamwork. And you have a family reunion, it take a team to do it. So that's how I see my life. We're gonna be team. This is how I say it, team or nothing. I do not use the word submissive.
Facts.
You in the hood.
Okay.
Anything else you want to say?
But Bazaba, do you agree when there was 3 points on that clock, and it's the finals, and it's that championship on the line, everybody on the team know who to throw that ball to?
Yes. Now let me say this. Let me say this to that. Like, I've always look, man, when we're honest, we have to recognize our strengths and our weaknesses. And there are some there are some women, according to what's going on, I gotta shoot her the ball because she can do this better than me. You know what I'm saying? If I had a competition on like maybe how to do whatever she was good at, I'd be like, baby, I'm passing you the ball.
I
You know what
agree.
I'm saying? So that's that whole team thing. You have to know, and that's why I kind of have a hard time with saying
it's knowing your role, like you said, knowing
yeah.
your role. You know,
Like that's why I have a hard
you
time with saying, you know, what I say go.
you know, you may be better at talking to our first daughter about sexual encounters and men in a different way that I am. Like, we know our role, but I'm gonna be better at making sure that my son doesn't grow up wearing high heels. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like we
I mean, but what I'm saying is like whatever your woman, think about the women we've been involved with or the men we've been involved. Just think about whatever type of work they do, and think about whatever type of work you do. Like the brother was saying, man, I do taxes. Now, if you had a woman doing taxes and somebody was like, yo, you had a millionaire or a trillionaire, whatever, and they was like, yo, you better shoot that ball to her. And so it's according to where our strengths and our weaknesses. And I think that makes you a great leader when you be like, yo, we team. You know, it's almost like, you know, I've been doing work for a long time and I never go, y'all need to do this or that. I'd be like, yo, let's do this. You know what I'm saying? So we have to think in terms of working together, whether you're with a woman, a military unit, whatever it is, a marriage, it has to be a team. As a matter of fact, I would submit to everybody on the panel, anybody who has had success in relationships, they're going to kind of talk like that. They're not going to talk like, what I say go, bitch, shut the fuck up. They don't talk like that. And I don't talk like that. We just talking. But what I'm trying to say is, man, teamwork always wins, bro. That's all I'm saying.
All right, man. Salute to everybody that's been on the panel. Everybody on the chat. Appreciate it. You know, I hope we all learn from this, and I'm gonna get out of here before Zaba start talking again.
Shut the fuck up. Send the link, nigga. Send the link, nigga.
We didn't hear brown sugar.
She said she was done. She said she
I'm here. I did. I
tired of y'all ninjas.
Mr. Taxman, I probably need a tax advisor.
Yeah, I got the skills. Hold on, let me get y'all. I'm gonna put my business card information on there.
Yeah, put it up, bro.
I do taxes for everybody across America. You know what I'm saying? So,
okay.
I don't care where you at. New York, Chicago. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and take a screenshot.
I am.
Get your phone. Take a picture with your phone.
I did. Okay.
I'm gonna hold it up here for 30 seconds. You know what I'm saying? You can send me a text message or email. It works, and we'll get it, and I get it done for you. Just your business is safe with me. I don't discuss people's personal business, so we good.
Okay, thank you.
All right, and then one more. If you're a real estate investor, if you have property, multifamily properties, you know what I'm saying?
In Florida.
Same thing, same number, same.
Do you service people? Do you service in Florida?
Yes, I'm in Tampa. Yes.
Oh, okay. Put it back up. Put it back up.
He get everybody money. I love that.
Same number. I'll give you his number though. I'll give you.
I love that.
Thank you.
Same number, same email. It's just all about business. You know what I'm saying?
What's your number? What's your number, Los? What's the area code?
813.
813.
Oh yeah, you are in Tampa.
What's the rest of the number?
458 0530.
458
0530. Hey, you females that's in the chat, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm respectful. You ain't got to send me no pictures and nothing like that. You can just send me a text message and say, hey,
that's funny.
Man, I don't want to see your coochie. I don't want to see none of that.
Oh my God. Why would that be required?
And I'm talking to the millennial girls because that's who gonna do it. The older women ain't doing nothing like that. You can't see these unless you in their house.
Ugh.
All right, well, I appreciate everybody coming on. Salute to the panel, man. We almost 3 hours into this thing.
Okay.
Appreciate y'all.
Good.
And we'll do another show, Zaba. We're gonna do another show talking about these mongers.
Hey, look here. We'll talk about that on the side. I know they mad, but they ain't my friend anyway. They don't call me anyway, so we good.
I call you, man.
the mongers, man, they don't like me. Mongers don't like you talking about what
They don't like that word, man.
They don't like that word, but I'll use another word. Spinning, not we'll talk about it another day, bro. That's a whole
Yeah,
other
that's a whole nother lie, man. So all right, man. Salute to everybody that was here.
That would be a good show, especially somebody who's
Let me know when, man. We set it up.
Yeah.
We'll set it up, man. Let me know when we'll talk about.
Gotta get them strong mongers on there, bro.
Appreciate you, Casper, for hanging in there, man.
Be easy, bro.
All right, peace out.